Now live. Welcome to Dungeon World 2, Season 2, Episode 2 with Dungeon World Red. We're immediately going to start talking about a different game because Marissa has told us about a game called Definitely Wizards, where every class is a wizard. The classes are, I'm going to read them out loud. This is what we do, by the way, for anyone watching. This is what we
Yeah.
do before we go live every time. It's just this nonsense. The first class is Elemental Blood. You inherited magic from a primordial ancestor that allows you to manipulate the elements. Definitely a wizard, not a sorcerer. Um,
I mean,
we have
I'm just gonna
Vampire.
be clear. A wizard, I feel like, just means that you have to know things.
Vampire, you're a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Yeah,
Collector,
wizard.
collection of magic items. Muscle magic, you're just incredibly jacked, and with the right emotional provocation, your strength grows beyond belief. Alchemist,
So,
stage magician. 2d6 familiars in a trench coat. It is one of the classes.
Oh, that's a class.
That's a class.
Oh, that feels like roll 2d6. You are that many owls, cats, or toads.
Mm-hmm.
can you mix them together is the question.
Hmm.
Your spells are determined by
don't
what
know.
creature you are. So I
Yeah,
think it's meant to
you're
be the
so-
same
Oh.
creature.
Yeah,
The
your
same
spells
familiars.
are that you're just a sack of toads. Like you have
Just a
spells like
sack of
eat
toads.
fly. And
Yep.
croak
You have tongue
into the
lash.
night. Yeah, croak into the night. Things like that.
I cast resist croak, which is resist dying.
Excellent. Yeah, you have your own props, it looks like. Roll per column or choose two you want. Pair of spectacles, a belt with lots of pouches, and of course, a pocket full of glitter.
Yes, that
A
seems
mundane
like a
but cute
very
critter. A fourth cat.
Excellent.
a pocket
could
full
be
of
a-
glitter
cats-
seems like
the
an
cats
important
keep
task.
alternating. You could be three cats in a trench coat petting a fourth cat, but the cats switch. They have shifts on who is allowed to be the one who's getting held and pet by the other cats.
Yeah. That's called you say, oh, my cat familiar is also magical. He could change shape whenever he wants.
He changed color.
He changes color. Sometimes he gets a little tubby.
Yep.
Sometimes it's not a cat at all. Instead, it's something else.
Yep.
It's like, where did the hairless cat come from? Like, don't ask questions.
Why is that man petting another grown man?
Don't ask questions.
Yeah.
Looks like the whole game is
Wait.
meant to take place over a wizard certification practical exam.
Yeah.
So
That's
it takes
a-
place
that's a
over your
good-
owls.
It's a randomly
Yeah.
generated four-room dungeon, basically, of
Yeah,
ridiculousness.
great, perfect. What if you're four cats with a man? I'm still stuck on this character as your familiar.
Or cats
you, have
with
an,
a man.
you have an adult man with a job and a family as your familiar.
Yep, they're not allowed to leave.
That's not a
actually.
familiar, that's an intern.
I was gonna say that's a hireling, or I don't know, a slave, depending on the
It's
context.
a mundane but cute critter
Entirely.
that cannot be harmed. It meets all of the listed requirements.
Mundane.
Excellent. It could just be a child. You've taken a child. They're a mundane but cute
Stolen
critter
a
that cannot be
child.
harmed.
Yes, this is a little prince. I found him in a castle.
I found him in a castle. He goes, this man kidnapped me.
Yes, I keep asking for the ransom amount. I was trained on this by my parents, but they never. This being hasn't responded. If you take me to the nearest law enforcement officer, you will. Yeah, the king
It's
and
like
queen.
the pirates that captured Caesar.
Yeah, the king and queen will reward you handsomely for my return. No one believes them.
They asked for 20 silver for me, and I said, you'd get way more for me. Ask for 50.
Yes.
How dare you ask to ransom me for so low a fee?
Speaking
That is
of
literally what Julius Caesar did.
yeah.
Pirates.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that attitude, do we want to talk about Dungeon World
Oh, yeah.
2?
What are we doing?
Yeah. We are, we...
Increasing our collection of followers.
Yes, we have an elephant man. He's not an animal.
Oh yeah, we're
Um,
going. He's very badly wounded, if I remember correctly, and we
We
are
healed him.
going.
We're going to the temple.
Are you going to the
did
temple?
know
You
the
heard
healing.
about the
You
temple.
brought out the mustard.
Well, yeah,
Um,
he's alive, so he's gonna take us to the temple now.
Yeah, can we smash cut to the temple? Like, can we cold open?
Sure.
The temple
That
doors.
seems reasonable to us. Otherwise, we will find a way to
Otherwise,
prolong the travel.
making it
Yeah,
the
let us
70s.
let us cut to the temple. Otherwise, we are never going to the temple.
To be fair, you have been just outside somewhere and spent a session not going in there before. But
Yes.
let's see how it works. So, you we open up with so it's the middle of the jungle. Like there's like chirping birds and bugs. There's most of the sound comes. Most of the sound that we hear is a roaring waterfall that pours down from the river above, and it bubbles at frost and continues below. You, from a distance, not that far of a distance, just to be careful, the three of you, I guess the three of you and the number of people you've gathered with you, look on
who do we
towards the
have with
waterfall.
us? Could I get a head count?
Balara, Caleb, Hat, Pitchfork, Elephant Gentleman, who we haven't had a name for yet.
Mhm.
And I put
I think
kinda
that's
immortal
it.
man is what I call him.
A kinda immortal man
Yes.
who has no dignity because you refused to give him the dignity
Yeah.
of a name or sword.
Yep.
He without dignity.
I also
Yeah.
am now naming Elephant Man to Elephant Gentleman because that's so funny to me.
All right.
Perfect.
Yes.
I imagine on him, like right below
like
his
a
tusks is a
mustache.
mustache. It's like a twirly mustache.
Okay. Yeah.
He's going, "Oh, good heavens!"
So the elephant person who you kind of broke last session emotionally and spiritually.
They're fine.
What do we take from him?
First you took his
his
faith, then you
good.
again took his
His
loyalty
willingness-
or something.
Yeah.
Loyalty
Yeah.
is a strong word, but yeah, he's like, you have to destroy the temple because it's if you exist, clearly they're lying in some horrifying way.
It was the ability to resist answering questions, but loyalty I'll definitely take.
Yeah.
The-
Speaking of
loyal-
rules
like,
that might be too broad.
Willingness, yeah.
The taking on engage a threat.
It's supposed to be if it makes sense in the fiction, and it has actually, especially because you chose it twice, so you could build on the previous
Yeah.
thing you took.
Yeah. It's a dangerous precedent to set. That's all.
It fits the tone of the game so far, at least this campaign. But the man who, one of the two men who do not have a name, points towards the waterfall and says, "Down there, stone doors, heavy and guarded. They might already know we're here. That
Well,
is the entrance to the temple."
that was poetic.
You said they are made of stone.
The doors, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
y-
can make them not made of stone.
What's behind the doors?
Ooh, I got this one.
Everyone presumably looks at you.
I would like to send in all of the rats I have access to.
Rats.
It's a jungle. There's rats out there.
There are rats out there.
It's not the concrete jungle.
It's not the concrete jungle, and I
They
don't.
live in jungles.
So the issue isn't that they live in jungles. You have at least the rats that have been following you, and you can probably gather more. The stone doors are sealed, and no ordinary rat can get in. And
I beg
other
rats can get in.
rats can get in many places in many ways, and can squeeze through tiny holes. But I don't think this. You know what? I think what happens is they try. Let's go with that. So you send forth your legion of rodents.
Yeah.
To go.
Map the temple.
Yeah.
Like a brute force algorithm map the temple. I want them to go down every hallway.
Yes. If they can get inside.
Yeah, like a flood field. Something like that.
Perfect.
They just give you a perimeter because they can't get in.
So at first, that is what happens. At first, it doesn't seem like they're going to get in. They can see the stone doors and can't get in straight through there and start looking for other entrances. They start looking under the roots of the trees above. They start, a few very brave members of them briefly try swimming in the river to see if there's some kind of like underwater entrance. I know.
Brave
That's
souls.
foolish. That's
It is
just
foolish.
Yeah, no.
They're foolish for their rat
They should
god
be
king.
removed. They should be removed from the bloodline. This is unreasonable behavior.
Excellent.
You're like, there's fanaticism, but that's too far. Let's
Yeah,
be
that's,
clear.
that's just
Perfect.
You're just dying.
So they all return, and say they can't find another entrance in, except.
I yell.
Except.
Why are they talking? They're rats.
Okay, they squeak that they can't. You get the impression, however you communicate with them. How do they understand? Can they understand you, but you don't understand them?
In their soul. They know what I'm saying
Soul.
in their soul, because I am their king.
And
How
how do you know what they're saying?
I guess.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Whatever convenient,
So-
really. I don't have a special listen to rat power.
All right, excellent. You're
While
above
the
that.
rats are gone, I'm sending my familiar to go actually find a way in.
Excellent.
I'm just asking the elephant gentleman what's going on for a layout of the temple that he's lived in his entire life, which was the intent of the question to begin with.
He will describe it. But let's see what happens with the others first. So you, Indigo, you get some of your rats did not return at all.
Ow.
Like a handful of them, 3 or 4, enough that like the other rats didn't notice that they're missing. You did.
Hmm. Be
Joe,
wary of this temple.
you send your familiar forth to
Yes.
fly above and try to find an entrance, and you're looking through their eyes.
Yes, because I'm also wanting to. Can I look through their eyes and also ping like, what is it? Like detect magic, basically. Is that under cantrips?
You do have detect magic as a cantrip.
Yes. Yes,
What
I'd
does
like to
detect
detect
magic say?
I'd say you
detect
can
any object that's magical in your surroundings.
let's roll that into one unearth secret. That feels like what you're doing, because
Yeah.
there might be literally a secret entrance.
Hmm.
So the first thing is there a secret here? Yes. Unsurprising. Secondly, I believe you roll with intelligence.
Ooh, that's good. So is it a? Sorry, I need to open the rules again.
Adventure moves, unearth secrets. When you closely examine a tense or mysterious situation or location, ask the GM, are there any secrets to be discovered here? If yes, roll int, and you will discover something.
This is true.
2d6 plus 2. 11.
11. Perfect. So, on a 10 plus, your discovery is clear and significant. So, you actually notice that there is an entrance. It looks like it's within the stump of a large dead tree. Partway up the tree is a very large hole in it. From what might be what looks to be like an owl or something, but it isn't. And you need to, or someone would climb into there if they need to. It looks, well, to be honest, it looks too small for the elephant person with you to fit through. With some effort, you can go in because you're dwarf-sized. Tara can probably squeeze in. She's pretty thin. Drundum can squeeze in. It'd be a bit uncomfortable. But that looks like it leads in. It like maybe there's a ladder you can't see from inside. You can't see inside it, but it probably descends down within the tree, underneath it into the chamber below.
Is there a window?
There are no windows. In fact, that thing is their only air supply, as far as you can tell.
Is that weird hole in a stump?
Yes.
They have a hermetically sealed stone door?
Not quite, but like even historically, even mine shafts with an open tunnel needed air supply. Like
No, I know, but like the stone door is like apparently very perfectly sealed.
it's not fully
Airtight.
airtight, but in the long term, even if it's ajar, they would still need some air above. Like,
Yeah, no, totally. Okay.
Yeah, just I guess the rats can't get their way through that stone door, also
Yeah.
without probably getting stomped on by whatever guards are guarding it.
Um, I'm struggling to find the appropriate move
while you look,
to
uh,
bend bars, lift gates.
while you look at that, there what? Oh, that might have been changed. Blue, I think, had a ritual, but for destroying things for the fighter.
Yeah, it was like you could ask, "How do I destroy this?" And it was like,
Oh, Demolition Man?
Demolitionist.
yeah, like demolitionist.
I don't think that
I like
is a
demolition
move now.
man.
Okay, so while you look for what to do there, Tara, you've been asking for the layout. Why is
Yep.
hold on, the cameras are dying. There we go. You've been asking for the layout of this place, and yeah, he gives you what he can. He says that there are sentries outside. Inside is through the doors is a guarded tunnel. There are. It is capable. Basically, there are normally deactivated traps, but they probably know you're coming and activated them. In that tunnel, it is guarded. He thinks they will be ready for you. Past the tunnel, there's just one door at the end of the tunnel with a singular large chamber that is sort of acting as a communal living space where inside this basically large underground cave, they have built living spaces, built like not even huts, but they have like a space for sleeping. They have animal pens in there. The way he's describing it, he doesn't understand measurements when you ask him to measure anything. He just doesn't know the terms. But he, it seems like there's large. It's quite a large area inside, but it's almost like a large underground cavern. There are multiple different pens for multiple different kinds of animals. Some of them are, it seems like they stole them from farms. There's like one for pigs, and there's one for sheep, and like classic, like cattle of various kinds. Um, there's others that are a bit stranger. There are some offshoot caverns once you're inside that are much smaller. He actually doesn't immediately think of it, but they're just used for like this one is the area where we keep birds. This one's. It seems like it's almost like a weird, like. Zoo is not the right word because it's not for visitors, but it's this
Menagerie.
Yeah, menagerie of sorts within, where these humanoid versions of animals seem to live with and raise their ordinary counterparts. And then at the in the center of this large room is the temple itself. It's a stone tower. That is it goes it's the way he describes it. He says tower, but it actually goes floor to ceiling. It's more like a pillar that can be entered like a tower, kind of like there is no end to it at the top. Inside is what he describes as what you might know as just some kind of like magical sigil or circle. Is what he thinks the temple uses to transform things. He has only ever been inside the temple once that he vaguely remembers when he himself was transformed from an ordinary elephant.
They have elephants down there?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yes. Not fully grown elephants, though. They have.
Oh, they're babe. They have little Dumbos down there.
Yes.
Is what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah.
I wonder if there are any mice people.
But he says, yeah,
we've
it's
got some, but
where
we
we
have
are
to-
born. I've only been inside the temple once. The temple keepers are very cautious and very so the temple keepers aren't like specific people. They are actually more animal people, but once they're inducted, as he describes, they like sort of leave the rest of the community and live inside the temple. They're the
How
leaders.
many temple keepers are there?
He couldn't say for sure. He'd guess about 30, maybe more.
Kill God.
I will let the group know about the secret tunnel.
In the mountain.
No, in the tree.
Okay.
I'll say, yeah, there's like a little secret hole that us three could probably fit in, but the rest of you, I think, would have to wait.
I'm way too big
mean-
for this. Hat Pitchfork says.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
I
that's
forgot.
what I was thinking.
You could
Alright. So the
Um,
rest of yous make camp here.
And make sure by the time we get back, I would like to know that Gentleman Elephant knows how to play cards.
Also,
He looks at his like so. Weirdly enough, the elephant person does actually have opposable fingers and thumbs.
Oh, he has like human hands.
Human-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't just have like the elephant.
He doesn't
like-
have the cartoon like flat. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. They
He's
are.
got that and a thumb. That's what he has.
Yeah. No. It's a bit. He's
He
capable
was
of.
wielding a weapon
Yeah.
before,
He's capable of
so-
using weapons.
Yeah.
What do
And I look
Loxodon
about-
look like from MTG?
I look across to them very, just impressing the importance of his knowing how to play cards. This is their very important task.
Oh, Loxodon have like 3 fingers.
I'm seeing a drawing with 5. I think it's. I don't know. Yeah, it's something like that.
is it consistent?
I don't know
it's-
if it's ever been specified in the rules for the setting, like how many fingers a Loxodon has.
Yeah, this guy has 4. Yeah, I think it just sort of depends on artist interpretation.
Yeah.
And hands are hard, as I understand.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Yeah, ask the guy who made.
It's
Deadpool.
supposed to be 4.
Oh wait, no, he's bad at feet.
Plus a thumb.
No.
Okay,
4
3 and a
total.
4 with and then a 3 plus a thumb. Oh no.
So this guy has 2 and a thumb because he can't be.
Okay.
He has to be legally distinct from a Loxodon.
How many fingers do elephants have?
Oh.
0?
How many fingers do
Do
elephants
they not?
have?
Not 0. Why would it be 0?
Google
I mean,
Oh,
they have,
have
toes.
finger-
I get.
it's their finger-like projections at the end of their trunk, so they technically have 2 fingers with their trunk because they could.
But in terms of their like toes, I think
Yeah.
5.
I mean, bats have 5.
Yes, but that's a different. Huh.
So, anyways,
too deep in the
Dungeon
weeds.
World 2. I'm seeing 5, by the way, but I could be wrong.
I
Could
am
be
seeing
4.
5. Just big toenails.
Really
Big
big
Like
toenails.
real big, thick fingers with real big, thick toenails.
So, anyways, what do you do?
So do we want them to make camp here?
Yeah.
My idea was going to be that a small detachment of us sneak
Us.
in.
The player characters.
Yeah, the player
Yeah, the
characters,
characters who
sneak
won't-
in.
Who won't have as much trouble?
Yeah, we
Player
sneak in.
characters sneak in and then have them cause a distraction at the front in a little while.
No, they don't have to do anything. They need to sit here and make cornbread and chili and teach the elephant cards. So when we come back up, we have dinner.
I don't know what most of those words mean, says the Elephant Man.
I
Don't
mean,
worry,
you're not
you'll
the
learn.
cook.
Would
Who's
you
the
like
cook?
to cook? I don't know if we ever
Did
made
we
the cook.
designate a cook?
The man I was about to say the name of, but you don't know his name.
He was good. It starts with a B, everyone. It starts with a B.
I've already forgotten.
He says, "I'll cook."
Yay! Kind of a
Yay!
mortal man will cook.
Someone set up the pavilion. You know, the tarp with the
Wait.
sticks.
Don't cook us your flesh, because that's gross.
Yeah, no flesh.
And
No
make sure
people
to
flesh.
protect the cart. We want the cart when we come back.
Oh,
We'll
Well,
need it all
here's the
along.
thing. This place is not near a road. You had to leave
Yeah,
and
we had to
hide
leave
the
the
cart.
cart.
You had to hide it somewhere, probably. So I think they can go back and wait near the cart to make sure it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fair.
This seems
If you go back
reasonable
near
at
the
this
cart,
point.
that is where all the food is. I don't know why we brought all of you.
Because you like
Because it was a
us,
flash.
Balara
It was a
says?
flash cut.
Yes.
Truly, that's a bold statement.
I mean, I like all
And
my
the
girlfriends,
true one.
and my boyfriends, and my elephant friends, and my goblin friends, and my rat friends.
The
All right,
elephant
yeah, go
looks
back
at
to
the
the
rest
cart.
of you like, is this normal? And, yeah, a couple of them shrug.
Right,
But yeah,
go back
the
to
group of
cart,
them trudge
start
off back
on
to the
dinner.
cart.
Okay, yes, we will come get you, and if not, wait longer.
Yeah, if you don't see us, we died.
If we're not back in
Continue
2 days,
waiting.
wait longer.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
perfect.
now with all of the flesh bags out of the way.
Mhm.
So what?
Yeah,
we
us
squeezing down the
construct
side.
people.
Yeah, we squeeze it down that tiny hole.
I mean, yeah.
All right.
I think so. I
I don't know if I want to squeeze.
I think you need to go first, then our golem friends to be able to push you forward by just sheer weight if they need, and I'll take up the rear so I don't get
That's
squished.
fine.
I could transmute you to butter.
No, I don't want that. What I do want though is I want like a metal sack
Okay.
so I can get in the metal sack and shoot down it like a slide.
Oh.
Thus
I think the dwarves did that, but they
It's to
didn't like.
destroy any traps along the way.
Okay, so you want why don't okay? How about this? We could get a sack, and then I could turn it into mithril.
Ah, yes, the sack to burlap to mithril, everyone's favorite first level spell.
Yes. Yeah. So can we
what
get
is
like, can we get
mithril
some like
again?
jungle leaves to like weave into a sack?
This will take hours.
We don't just have a
What
sack.
Well, you will
I'm
take
sure-
hours to find jungle leaves that are weavable, and then start weaving a sack from scratch with no tools, as far as we're aware.
We don't have a sack.
We do. I assume we have a sack.
You probably have
right?
a sack.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
use a regular sack.
Okay, I thought I was going to be fancy with it.
it.
I'm sorry. I thought we were trying to have fun in the jungle.
We are. I've got a cannonball down a tube, killing all of the animal traps on the inside on the way down.
Okay. What is like the hardest metal I know of? I assume it's probably like adamantine or something.
Something like that, yeah.
So
Like,
I
again,
I transmute it into vibranium.
Yeah.
Sorry to derail the conversation even more. But I did hear some interesting talk about fantasy metals and what they most likely were based on historical descriptions, because the main fantasy metals are adamantine, mithril, orichalcum. Anyway, those three do have their words that we've used in history to describe made-up fantasy metals. So, like, there's records of these. Mithril is probably just aluminum, based on historical descriptions of the metal. It's just aluminum. Orichalcum, brass. Adamantine, tungsten.
There's uru.
What?
Uru metal. I think that's what Thor's hammer's made out of.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know if that one has enough like descriptions in history to make a good
I don't
guess
think so.
as to what it probably is.
Yeah.
But like we have a pretty good guess that mithril is adamantine, not aluminum. Sorry, the mithril's aluminum, adamantine's tungsten, and orichalcum's bronze.
Perfect.
Like,
Cannot
those are the
hear this
best
without thinking
guesses.
of
I've written
Mithor.
down all of those so that now for the rest of the campaign, when you turn it into Mithril, you get an aluminum sack.
um, Hold on,
Definitely
I'm
Strong
actually-
and light. It's strong and light as far as metallurgical technology goes. That's really good. People had a thin, flat sheet of it to make armor out of. Like, aluminum's good.
Yep.
For that, we use it all of the time.
Oh yeah,
It's
aluminum
basically
armor.
A magic,
Yeah.
basically magic compared to like copper.
Yeah. Before electrolysis, aluminum would probably be as valuable as Mithril too.
Yeah. It's like I'm not trying to denigrate the magical metallurgical powers here, but
I'll keep
it's like,
that anytime I go to my kitchen and get out a roll of Mithril foil. I'll keep that in mind.
Yes, mithril
That's-
foil.
dude, you can market that and make millions. Like all you gotta do is just get aluminum foil and just label it mithril foil. And that's it.
No problems. No one will be upset with this.
No.
No, you lead with that and say, "Would you like some Mithril?" You lead with the fact that it is just aluminum, and then people will just buy it for the joke. It's just grocery shopping.
That's a marketing ploy.
Anyways, so are you turning a regular sack into a very thin Mithril / aluminum shell?
No, I'm going for a harder metal than aluminum.
All right, but you're going for the hardest metal you know of, and I
Yeah.
guess this is the first question I have to you. You were created by dwarves, but based on your description of dwarves, they didn't do a lot of metallurgy, did they?
I think
Didn't we
I'm
just-
sure some did.
Didn't we describe them as weird hobbyists?
I thought
they
they
did a
were-
lot of weird
down the
hobbies.
Okay.
Okay.
So at least
So you
one
had
of
like
them.
the metallurgy guy who was always talking
Yeah.
about it when drunk.
There was a metallurgy guy. There was a train guy. You know how it is.
Yeah,
metallurgy
the
guy
miniature,
and Mason
the
Ford.
Warhammer miniature painting
Yeah,
guy.
the Warhammer
Yeah.
painting guy.
Of course.
There's the
There's the
metallurgy guy.
microbrew guy.
Yeah, and then their adversaries. There's like more than one of each category, and none of them
Yeah.
agree. That's why there's all these names for metals. They've all decided their system of nomenclature is
Yeah,
the appropriate one.
named after. Yeah, the Mithril is actually named after like Mr. like
guy.
John
It's
Mithril.
trademarked.
Yeah, it's
trademarked. It's part of the.
he insists he
it's part of the
discovered it and it's called
Rotbeard
Mithril.
It's
Yeah.
part of the Rotbeard family classification system, Mithril.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Either way, you turn it into the hardest metal you can think of. Let's roll to cast a spell.
Yes. I think it's just the same roll because it's intelligence.
It is intelligence.
All right, here we go again. I
Same
did the
results.
Same thing.
11. Perfect. You get to choose one
There we go.
drawback for the spell.
Man, I feel like this would be a bad time to draw unwanted attention. And I think it's very funny
agree.
if it's not exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. Oh, unwanted attention's great.
Which one do you pick?
While we're sneaking in.
We are not sneaking in.
Oh,
We are absolutely sneaking in.
Sure. You
Okay,
two are
you know what?
sneaking in.
You know what? Unwanted attention. Why not? We'll do that.
All right. I would like to
We're not
defy
getting into
danger.
this temple.
I would like to defy danger with my new metal sack after I say thank you to the little rock boy.
You're immediately you're saying thank you, taking the sack and jumping in before whatever attention was drawn can arrive.
No, I'm attempting to smash through said unwanted attention.
Okay. So, you are, just to double check, putting the sack around your body,
Mhm.
climbing into a hole, and free
Yeah.
falling,
Sliding.
Yeah. Sliding.
sliding.
Yeah. With the explicit purpose of clearing the way.
Okay.
Is
So,
there fall damage rules?
I'm about to make some. So,
I'm about to find out.
so
I would
you,
like to defy danger.
well, I'll describe what the danger is, and then you tell me how you try to defy it. So, yeah, you start sliding down the hole. It is a vertical drop at first. It does level out partway and becomes diagonal, but it is you are going very fast, very quickly. Sparks are flying as like you're in this. This dead tree is wood, so there's not much. But once you get down below and scraping this metal off of the stone cavern, yeah, sparks are flying as you're racing down the tunnel. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite level out. You see a light ahead of you as the dark tunnel turns into light, and as it opens up, you can see the large cavern that was described ahead of you. There are lights around that don't seem... You get a brief... You can see them briefly for a moment. They don't have torches here. Instead, they seem to have, like, probably a glowing, like, bioluminescent fungus that they have clumped together as a sort of blue light source. You see, like, what was described briefly from 50 feet up. As the tunnel opened, the tunnel, which was primarily for air, you have entered rapidly at the ceiling level into this cavern and are rapidly falling to the ground 50 feet down. What do you do?
This is when I tell him I turned it into uranium, and he's actually a bomb.
Yeah. Surprise! It was radiation damage the whole time. See, this is fine. We will approach this problem in a second. I was under the impression, after listening to the Elephant Man's report, that this was the entrance he was talking about that would have traps.
No, it was the gate. It was the main stone door.
That was...
This works really well that I only half understood and then went with the plan with half-baked information, because that feels appropriate. But I was under the impression this was the tunnel with the traps, so the goal was to use my steel bag to smash through the traps, thus making it safe.
You did
for my
say that. I
companions.
did not correct you.
Yeah,
That was intentional.
Which is fine. That's fine, but that's what I thought we were going into.
I love imagining Drundum half paying attention and going, "Oh yeah, we'll do that."
Yep.
All right, I'm falling at a dangerous pace. First things first, I kick the steel bag at the nearest civilian. I spread my arms and legs in an attempt to seize as much momentum as possible.
You're gonna belly flop the ground.
Are you going to belly flop onto the ground from
I'm
50
just trying to
feet?
slow a little bit. And then as I approach, we are going to. The goal is going to be to land with the shoulders first, so I get them rolling, and I want to launch myself at the temple. I would like to.
Oh, that's actually mildly feasible to take. Less damage. Okay.
Yeah, I would like to convert all of my fall damage into forward momentum and use it to smash through the temple doors.
All right, that sounds like you're defying danger with dexterity.
I have that stat.
Do you?
No, it's a 0.
Okay. Roll 2d6 with 0, apparently, and we'll see how it goes.
I had defiance still. This would be
Before we roll, do you have the thing where... Let me double check. I don't think you're using an unorthodox solution here. I think this is like you take
Once
the
again,
roll and roll, so I don't think you have advantage.
Yeah,
It
once
is
again,
unorthodox. A
unorthodox
solution.
It's the unorthodox situation, but it's not the unorthodox solution.
Yeah. My unorthodox solution was to use a steel burlap sack to smash through traps.
Yeah.
That felt unorthodox and a solution to the problem I thought I was addressing.
Yep. Okay, roll 2d6. We'll see what happens.
Here's the thing. I'm coming down right after you.
Before you do that, we'll talk about that unwanted attention.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's layers. Cool.
Like an onion.
I rolled a 7.
All right, cool.
It's not bad.
So, I'm going to let you choose. The total damage for the fall in general will be 5d6. You can roll it and take the... I'm going to let you choose. You take the full damage, or you take half damage, And your weapon takes the rest.
I need that to cut men in half.
There are no men here,
Um,
unless you
I will
get
cut
philosophical.
whomever in half is in my way.
Okay. But yeah, 50 feet up. I'm just, for now, I'm going to use D6 per 10 feet. It's a lot. Falling 50 feet, though, that's not survivable for most people.
Can I resist?
5d6 is survivable for you. At least
Alright,
the average of 5d6 is
No,
survivable for you.
just roll it. We'll see what happens.
I need you to roll it.
Oh. Okay. I rolled 22.
Ooh.
I
You
had 19 hit points. I'm at -3.
okay? You weren't at full hit points. Excellent.
No, I wasn't at full hit points. You stabbed me a bunch. Remember? It was
I
the
did.
last
Stabbed
thing
me a
you-
butt.
Okay, we'll get to what happens there. Meanwhile,
I just
outside.
want to force myself through the pain.
He just falls and then splats.
I mean, if it helps, he's the only one of us who could get away with maybe being treated down there because he looks like one of them.
It's true.
We'll see what happens. We'll get back to you, but we cut back to the others. You hear the fading yell as he falls down the tunnel. Everything should probably fine.
Everything's
Huh, that feels a little steeper than I thought it was as I'm looking down.
Did I hear a snap? Is he okay?
The two of you hear from a distance, behind, not like right behind you, but again, about 50 feet or so away, a different direction. Several deep, guttural growls.
I jump.
Okay.
You jump?
I
All
jump.
right. Perfect.
I would rather jump than be with the growls.
Tara, you see, you look around, and as you're like, Joe, what do we do? And Joe's already falling in.
In the hole.
Yep.
Joe, what do we do? I'm going. Ee!
I cannot survive.
Tara, you see a glimpse of of one of the hounds as they step. They take one step after another towards you. You haven't seen this type of hound before. They're much larger than the other ones you've seen, except for the giant city-sized one. They are slightly larger than horses. Each of these. Their fur is like a dark gray, and they seem a lot more pointed in form than before. As players, these look more like wolves. As characters, you've never heard of a wolf before.
Yeah, why would we? We've
Of
never
course.
seen wolves.
Yeah.
Why would we have
Yeah.
seen wolves?
So these hounds look a lot more dangerous than the other ones you've seen. They seem to, if not, it's not looking right at you, but it seems to know you're here in the area, as it is sniffing you out. You hear that there's more than one growling. You can only see a glimpse of one of them.
Oh, that's a way of making it work. Would you say that the inside of the slide and the inside of the cavern down below us are shadowed?
There are some shadows there are all shadows in the tunnel and some shadows in the cavern, yes.
Lovely. I would like to kind of looking at the definitely more pointy toothed hounds, take a couple steps back towards the hole, trying to make that decision as to whether or not I'm going to jump or not, when I do not think it's going to be good, given the level of steepness, and unintentionally teleport myself down to the bottom of the tunnel, and then hopefully, once I am seeing whatever is happening down there, teleport again to a different shadow inside the.
Okay. We'll see how that runs out in a second. Joe, you slid down first. Like with Drundum,
I'm
you
glad we learned nothing.
Yep.
No, I have a plan.
So you're midair, and you're about to land roughly where Drundum is. You're a stone body landing on top of a very injured rat person. What do you do?
Injured or dead.
Okay, so
Depends on what he chooses for face death.
Is he
Arms
Is the-
blade, face up, puddle of blood.
leg tweaked?
Just
so
bad.
I assume he's on a stone floor.
Yes.
I would like to transmute the stone floor to water.
What? What?
Or-
Good. No, you're unconscious and
What?
drowning.
You have to
No, I
bring-
transmute myself to water.
What? No. You want to
So-
die?
I was gonna say
You
your
wanna
entire
die.
mind is made of glyphs.
If
We
you
were
go
very
to the
clear
water,
about
you
this.
no longer have glyphs.
Yeah, we
you
were
are
very
not
clear about
alive.
this.
You know what?
You would
Can I
just be a
transmute my-
puddle.
Can I transmute myself to like honey?
Same problem. Puddle. You have to be a.
The second
I need
you heard
something. Oh,
You're a matrix of written symbols on a medium.
Changing your own
Word for
form is
rubber?
is
trampoline.
ooh. Yeah, I want to transmute either myself or the floor into something bouncy, so I
okay.
can just bounce.
Okay.
Glass spheres have a higher bounce rating than a rubber super ball.
Glass spheres.
I don't want to. I don't want to bounce higher. I just want to.
Yeah, that's fair. You actually want a lower bounce rating.
I'm just saying, if you want the bounciest choice, a glass sphere is a good choice.
Yeah, but then I would bounce up high and then shatter.
Yeah,
I'd
then you
rather
do
just
shatter.
bounce up.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, you are gonna try and turn your landing point into rubber. Roll to cast a spell mid-air.
Yay. A 7.
A 7. You
It's-
choose 2 options.
It's not exactly what I want. It draws unwanted attention.
All right. I don't think you changed the ground into rubber. I think you've changed yourself into rubber.
That's fair.
Because that
That's
is a
a
solid
quarter.
that doesn't change your glyphs. So
Yeah.
it doesn't
You
kill
can
you.
survive that.
Yes.
For now.
For
it just
now.
reduces a lot of the damage.
Yeah, you start bouncing and trying to get, you're stuck bouncing. Was the second choice unwanted attention, or the second choice you lose?
No, it was unwanted attention. Yeah.
All right. Well,
I
that's
assume we're in the dog pit, so now I'm a bouncy ball in the dog pit.
dogs are one of the few animals I don't have here. Again, hounds are like a recent introduction.
Dang, that would have been so funny.
It would have been. No, it's worse. You found the pit of jungle cats.
Oh, great.
So you finally stop. You finally you take no damage, but you finally stop bouncing and get up, and you hear a large cat's almost yowling. 2 of them actually start circling you, and pawing at you. Here's the thing: now that you're made of rubber,
Oh, they could
they can scratch
hurt
your
me.
glyphs.
Yeah.
We'll cut back to that. Tara.
Yep.
My knife is rubbered out too.
It's in you.
This is going very well so far.
I'm trying to fight tigers with a fucking Nerf knife.
We got a side dungeon that we're like, you know what? Let's actually just try this. Everything else is going well. Immediately KO the party.
Tara, you are like before. You are midair and going to try and wait for a moment where things are shadowy. Actually, when you probably just enter the most, and you're going to just
This is
subconsciously.
this is very subconsciously instinctive. I don't really know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're gonna. But either way, you're still gonna try and zip to
Yeah,
the
evil shadow magic.
ground. Evil.
Blink,
It's only evil because of the
Except it's
person
not
using it.
Yeah, it's
evil.
that's fair. It's only evil because an evil twin.
Yeah,
Shadow.
exactly.
Anyways, I
I'll
believe
have
that
this debate later.
I believe using your rogue shadow teleport is taking care of business. Let me double check.
Good question.
You can manipulate
okay.
shadows by taking care of business. You can teleport from shadow to shadow or create shadows in a limited space until the end of the scene. So I think, yeah. So you do this once, and then until the end of the scene, you can teleport from shadow to shadow and create shadows.
Okay. Let's see how that goes then. Apply what defy danger plus dex.
Yep.
All right. I don't think that there's anything that's giving advantage, so let's just see what the
Oh, I
dice
should
rolls
move
do.
that. There we go.
7.
Oh,
On a 7,
7.
when defying danger, you choose 1. You doing so drains or rattles you. You mark a condition. You draw unwanted attention or the situation worsens. The GM will say how. You lose or spend something as part of it. The GM will say what. So you lose a thing. You get unwanted attention or the situation worsens again. Or you get mark a condition.
I think in this case, I'm going to mark a condition. I have never done this before. This is terrifying. I was not expecting it, and I did it out of fear. So I'm going to pick up frightened.
Perfect. Okay.
Why on earth did I just give myself disadvantage to Dex? Whatever. I'm doing it anyway, since that makes most logical sense.
Wait, do I get XP for defying danger and failing?
Because you failed, yeah. You should.
You didn't defy danger.
You know, you
though.
got a 7 to 9, and I was like, you can like I guess you were defying danger. No, we weren't just doing defy.
Didn't end up doing
The
defying
danger was
danger. Ended up
dying.
doing the fall damage.
Yes, you rolled a 7. Let's revise what happened, I think, to Drundum, because I don't think we followed defy danger properly.
Yeah, there's a 7 there.
It was no, you rolled a 7. I then subconsciously went with like either Dungeon World 1s or Chasing Adventures Defy Danger, which is I give you like a hard bargain early choice. That's not how it works in Dungeon World 2. You choose to either lose or spend something as part of it. The GM will say what. I would have. That's why I said your sword, but you didn't choose that. We didn't check for you to choose that. Or mark a condition, or draw unwanted attention.
But despite that,
Either way,
damage is still incoming.
No, you take half of it. It wouldn't. This wouldn't. Like, I don't think you can take no damage, but the 22 would go to 11, which means you would not be facing death.
Changes nothing else. I'll take a condition. That'll be fair.
Okay. And yeah.
Okay, so now I'm down here with Drundum
I think
and
7
my
hit
Nerf
points.
knife.
Yeah, Drundum. Everyone thinks Drundum is dead, but he just gets up and says, "All right." Just as planned.
I mean, technically, I'm cowering in a corner. Not that anyone is bothering to see me. At the
I was gonna say you're in shadows, so like, right now no one notices you. But attention was drawn on, I think. So
On me.
people are also here as Drundum threw his metal basket at one of the metal sack at the nearest person who they were not expecting it. They are severely injured and down. Other people start to flee. I don't think there's any like they don't have a bell or anything here. There's just cries and says you hear different creatures and people yelling like guards, they're here, they attacked from above. And there's a commotion. But I think no one has yet in the like moment or two. The whole community here is a bit too stunned and surprised to for any of them to be an immediate threat. I think there's like some people rushing towards you from like the other side of the cavern.
I have such a stupid idea.
Joe, you're in the most immediate threat. Drundum, I think you can see Joe. He landed near you and then went bouncing.
Yeah, I've changed nothing. I'm still on my back in a puddle of blood.
Perfect.
Material conditions of my situation have not changed. Only the details.
Only
as
whether
far as the story is concerned.
Only whether or not you're getting back up later. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, Joe,
Mm-hmm.
what do you do?
I have 2 tigers and people.
The people are still they're just running from you. They're like
Okay.
even with the cats in there, they're like taking cover, basically hiding in their houses. They don't really have a house so much as they have like an open sleeping quarter. They have no need for roofs on it. There's just sort of like this very simple wooden like fence basically to stop animals from getting into the sleeping area and living area. There's no roof. There's no defenses.
Woefully
That's where most of the people are sheltering.
You said it's made of wood?
It's not where you are. That's
Oh.
where the other people are gathering. You are in an enclosure meant to keep light. You're in basically. You probably smashed through the roof You'd be in a cage with cats. You're small enough that I think you landed somehow. No,
Different
through the bars.
trajectory.
you didn't
almost,
land through
not
the
landing
bars. You're stuck
directly?
halfway in the bars.
Oh, it's that's great.
Because yeah, if it was big enough for you to fit in, it's big enough for them to get out, and it's not. So
Yeah.
you're,
Like,
yeah, and the
Get out.
cats below are like leaping up at you and trying to scratch you.
I manifest a water bottle. Go no. Like me with my cats.
Yeah.
Just no, stop it.
But the people here are surely going to organize a defense soon. What do you do? One of the cats up to the side is like slowly climbing up the side of the cage, leaping from like bar to bar, trying to get a good angle on you. Hasn't reached you yet.
I'm gonna just try and like push my rubber body out of where I'm stuck, just to try and get outside of the cage.
Okay. I think that's defying danger with strength.
Nice.
Let's roll
Can
it.
do that.
That's an 8. Choose one. Mark a condition, draw unwanted attention or worsen the situation, or lose something, or spend it. I will say what.
Can you tell me what I'd be losing before I choose it?
After.
Oh, it'd be after. I'll mark a condition.
Okay. So it takes some effort, and you finally, as that last cat like leaps towards you, you squeeze your way out of the cage, and you just barely out of its reach.
I'm taking exhausted because that took a lot out of me.
It did. You don't see Tara immediately. Maybe she didn't come down the hole. You do see Drundum lying in a puddle of blood, and you can see, you see a couple like guards. They must be, though they're not what you'd expect from guards. They have weapons, but not much else in terms of armor or anything like that. Rushing towards Drundum. What do you do?
Okay. This is a dumb idea. I want to run to Drundum first, and if any of the guards are like gonna beat me there, I'm gonna just jump at them and bounce off of them.
You're just gonna like headbutt them with your rubber body.
I'm gonna human torpedo them. Is what I'm saying.
Amazing. Okay. I think let's do that, and then let's switch focus, spotlight. So that is actually what happens in terms of you start to go. You see that you're going to need to do that.
Yeah.
2 of the guards are going to reach Drundum before you. You can see one of them seems to have a serpentine body, including lower body. They don't have legs, so they're like rapidly slithering forward with arms.
It's just a human upper half, and he's slithering over.
Yeah, it's kind of like the snake enemies from XCOM 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But they're wielding like a shield and spear, and they're, I think, like, it's not clear exactly what they're going to do when they reach Drundum, but they're clearly rushing towards him. You, I assume, launch yourself at that person?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like you're engaging a threat with your rubber body. Unarmed damage, I think, is 1d2. But your main goal isn't to deal damage.
No. Oh wait, so I just deal damage?
No, we'll roll it. But like,
Oh, okay.
with engage a threat, you exchange damage in this version of it. So
Got it.
you
Okay,
will be
so,
rolling damage no matter what the result of the roll is.
Because I'm exhausted, this is with disadvantage.
Okay.
I still get a 7.
That's, yeah. So with a 7 on engage a threat, you choose one. The threat causes you to mark a condition. The threat gains an advantage or opportunity. Or you lose something in the exchange. Choose one item. The GM may ask for more. So choose one item, but, you know, Don't say an arrow.
Yeah.
Oh, you're holding the bucket and the
I do
banana
have the
plant.
bucket. The banana phone tree. I'm just gonna mark another condition.
Okay, perfect. Roll your damage. They are also going to roll their damage.
What D2 you said?
You deal 1d2 damage to them. They deal 6 damage
Ow.
back to you.
Okay.
As they, so I think what happens is they are not expecting you. You sort of bounce yourself into them, hitting them and knocking them over, and they're just like winded briefly but reflexively, their lower body, like, again, thinking of the Snake enemies from XCOM 2, slithers around you, sort of starts squeezing, while the upper body takes the short spear and like holds it close to the tip of it, so more like a dagger with a long handle, stabs you once, dealing 6 damage.
The squeezing doesn't hurt. The stabbing does.
The squeezing doesn't hurt. The squeezing is just sort of like they're reacting to the rubber 1 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I cut his head off?
Drundum.
I would like to remove the man who injured my little rock boy's rubbery body.
So last
like
we
to-
saw you, you were lying on a puddle of blood.
Yeah.
Do we see you get up, or are you just suddenly
I'm just-
behind them?
I think we fade away from Joe being stabbed, and we see Jonathan's eyes open, hearing his little rock boy's cries of pain.
You hear my Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, I hear a Wilhelm scream from one of my allies. I awaken in the pile of blood with less than a third of my hit points. And I grip my sword that was clearly drawn, and I.
Yep.
As
You
You
actually
get
you
on-
considered falling on your sword, but then you're like, no, you fell with the sword above you.
Hold it on. Yeah, and I would like to cut his head off.
Roll to engage a threat for that same person.
Do I add things? I must add things.
You add your strength. If you're exhausted, you have disadvantage.
I am not exhausted. I am angry. I thought there would be fleshy bodies in my way.
This is the first.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
And he stabbed my friend. So
Yes. An 8.
rolled an 8.
So, once again, you mark a condition, they gain an advantage or opportunity, or you lose something in the exchange.
They gain an advantage.
Okay, perfect. So I think you...
Well, he has to do damage too, right?
Yeah, you will both deal damage to each other. I'm going to roll twice and take the lowest for them, off the top of my head, because they are already preoccupied with Joe. What's up?
I'm just wondering if there's a specific thing for that, because
There is not.
should there be a specific?
So the way it works is if you have them totally by surprise, I might just have you deal your damage or kill them.
What is
They aren't enough by surprise for that to
What
work.
does vicious do again?
If I take a look at vicious under equipment,
It just means like the wounds are like they hurt a lot.
The reason I'm wondering if there's a specific thing for this is because the rogue does have a specific sneak attack. Basically, if they are unaware, I get essentially advantage, but not like free damage.
yes.
So I'm
The free damage might happen anyways, or I might just say to add free damage. But that's again, they would have to basically not be a threat in the first place for engage the threat to not trigger, and then we would just deal damage.
Oh, we're gonna go for forceful rather than vicious.
Right now for the okay. Perfect.
Yeah, if it doesn't kill him, I want to launch him across the room.
Excellent. You
'Cause I get
dealt
the
9
free fighter
damage.
tag.
'Kay.
Yeah.
And they are going to. I'm going to do 2d8. Keep the lowest. You take 3 damage. In return, so you, the second guard from behind them, who is not as fast as the snake person, yells out like, "Behind you!" The same person looks up, sees you like looming over them, sword in mind. They they actually lunge at you with their teeth, like biting you before you hit them
Yeah.
with your sword and get them. Like it doesn't look like either they aren't venomous or couldn't inject venom or something, but
They can't overcome the strength of my rat blood.
one or the other
It's-
way, you are not
The
poisoned by
rat mod
them.
is too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, too hard.
But you're just bitten for 3 damage normally before they go flying and don't get back up. The other person who looks like a parrot woman, she's the one who called out behind you, and she stops when the snake person doesn't get back up and says like, "You killed him." She looks at you with a mixture
I
of
point my sword and
rage and
it's snake
terror.
blood on it, and I would like to use that and my big bleeding form to intimidate and tell them to kneel.
Okay.
I would like to help with my finger guns. That at the tips of my fingers are fire.
You were trying to just intimidate this person to surrender?
To kneel.
I guess basically surrender.
Do you
right?
just like command them to kneel, or how do they know that's what you want them to
Yes,
do?
I'm exerting my influence over them, using my imposing physical form and bloody sword and bloody physical form as leverage.
Okay. Let's see how this goes, and then I'll switch to Tara.
Yeah.
Roll to exert influence. Joe, you are helping, so you can mark a condition or bond to offer aid.
What about?
I-
Is this in direct pursuit of our goal?
No, this is, by definition, this is a side quest.
Okay, I think about helping, and then I go, pull out my fingers and put them away.
That's fine. I have advantage because I'm beefy.
You do already have advantage. That's true. Okay. Roll to exert influence. Nice. So, on a 10, let me go back to the core moves.
Threaten their safety on a 10.
Was I supposed to add to that? I don't think
Your
so.
your charisma, if you have it,
Is 0. Okay,
then
cool.
you're good.
Okay, so
Okay. So, here we go.
there's stuff listed for 7 to 9, but not 10.
On a
7
7
plus,
plus,
they
they'll
will
do what you want without. And on 7 to 9, there's a complication being added. So yeah, I think there's a pause, and then this person just like she grits her beak. She she forces herself to kneel, but she looks up at you with like grief-filled hatred, and says, calls out with again almost a bird call yell, like, "Why are you
Before
here?"
She
Yes.
calls out.
Oh, she was gonna just ask why you're here, not alert people. But yeah.
Yeah, no, this is definitely before she calls
You
out.
gonna assassinate her?
Oh my
Just
god.
trying to
Tom
kneel.
comes out of a hay bale like Assassin's Creed and pulls her
Yeah.
in.
Do it.
So Tara's been kind of cowering a little bit. She has no idea how she got down here. The first thing that she is seeing is like this chaos of a rubber ball, some panthers, the weird dog things, and poor Drundum on the floor in a pile of blood. Next thing that she sees, you're up and you're getting attacked, but you are not looking good. So when this lady kneels, I am absolutely going to come at her from behind and just stick a knife through the back of her neck.
Just coup de grace.
Roll to engage. She's kneeling. I don't think she's a threat. Deal your damage.
I keep telling
deal
you I need a murder stat.
I think
Does
we
this
talked about
come
this.
with sneak attack
Yes.
damage? Because again,
Yes.
I just picked up a move here.
Yes, you get
that,
it's extra. Deal 2d6 plus weapon plus a d4.
Sure, I'll do that too. But so 2d6 plus weapon damage. We'll roll that. So the sneak attack damage of that 5 actually is going to go to Drundum as healing.
Wait, what? What ability
Wait.
is that?
That's the move I just picked up. When you engage plus dex on a 10+, you can choose to heal a close ally by your sneak attack value, or they clear one condition instead of another option.
What's that called?
Spelling it is a nightmare, but here, this.
Oh,
Now, I'm not
Chirurgery?
quite sure.
chirurgery. Chirurgery.
Now, the big question,
Instead of another
engaging
option.
set
Okay.
instead of another option, so I guess that means that on a 7 to 9, but the 7 to 9 options are all bad, so of course I choose this instead of another option.
Well, it says
no,
when you engage
it's on the
plus
10
dex on a
plus.
10 plus.
So it's the 10 plus options are good
Ah.
options.
Okay, so in this case, I tried.
Okay.
Instead, I will just attack her, I guess, for however much damage.
8.
Though I do have disadvantage, doesn't matter. I didn't have to roll for that. Just
Not
damage. Okay.
because you had her kneel before and stare directly at Drundum. Yeah, she had no idea Tara was coming. So
And I think neither do either of us.
either of you.
I think
Yeah.
that's what
Goes,
Drundum.
I think after like I look up with like the hand like on the dagger and pull it out, I'm looking up at Drundum and like, "Are you okay? I'm sorry. We left the mustard at the cart. I didn't think that you were going to get hurt this
We left the
badly. I didn't know that the cart. I didn't know that the thing was straight down. Are you all right?"
I really thought there would be more stuff in that hallway to break my fall. As I begin to flex, and the steam rises off my muscles as I heal.
you can. What's that?
Second
I'm going
wind.
away my pain with
Second
rat
wind.
power.
Second wind.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh wait, that's great because you cover half your lost hit points, so now
Oh,
you're over
yeah.
half probably.
I'm at 15 of 20. I'm at 15 of 26 now.
Oh,
Perfect.
Because I just heal for 10 hit points, which is more than whatever you were gonna do.
Very true. I'm just assuming that I managed to kill the poor parrot lady.
You did barely.
Yeah, there's just 2 knives sticking out of her neck.
Yeah, she as she falls to the ground, there's a moment of silence. You can see people watching you from a distance. As described, you're somewhat near the center of this chamber where, yeah, there's this like stone to ceiling pillar with tall, like again, stone windows in it, but they seem to be sealed. Like it looks like it looks like the windows look like window carvings, like they're just the appearance of windows, not real entrances, but maybe they're just sealed in some way and it's like stone sealing stone. But as you have this moment to take a breather, the large main entrance to this tower opens and you see 2 figures step outside to face you. One of them is taller than Drundum, not an elephant person. This one bears the countenance of a large river crocodile. And they hold a enormous axe.
In the downtime, can I make my rubber body back into stone?
You can cast a spell to change it back.
Okay, I'll do that.
That's the downside of this.
Another 7. Cool. Unwanted attention and
Stop summoning more bad guys!
listen, it's either that or I lose part of my spell casting.
Oh, good. The cats get out.
Unwanted attention and the not exactly what I want.
Perfect. I think you have a hard time changing your body back to what it used to be. It's not clear to you why, but when you initially tried to make yourself back to what you thought was the stone you were, but it feels a lot. I think you feel really rigid, is what happens. Like you used to be able to kind of move without thinking about it, but now you feel like stiff and slow. Something. There might be something. Your body might have been made up of more than one material without you realizing it before.
Dang.
But we'll figure that out later. Unwanted attention. Cool. A third person comes out of the temple.
I'll take this one, boys.
There's a large saltwater crocodile. Not saltwater, because it's a river. A large river crocodile person with a large axe. There is a tiny, what looks like spider person, actually, wielding with their 6 arms, 2 legs, 6 different knives in them, and and lastly, you
don't have more knives than me.
Amazing. And lastly,
Question:
yes.
If they have 6 limbs because they're a spider person, are they standing on anything?
They have 8 limbs.
Are they just
because
holding
they're a
6?
No, they have 8 limbs.
2 are legs.
2 of them
and
are
then
legs.
6 are arms.
6 of them are arms.
Okay.
With knives. They're also like 2.5 feet tall. Just to be clear, like.
Oh.
I'll
take that one.
You can grow from rat size if you become a rat king or the rat king, but this spider may have originally been smaller than a rat.
As spiders tend to be.
You're assuming this is the same process?
I'm not assuming, but there is not. But I'm saying not all of them grow to 7 feet tall, no matter what.
It must be the will of spiders is weak.
Probably something like that. The last person who exits behind them is a. I think you've seen them before, or at least you think you have. I think they're one of the ones who was. They remind you of one of the people who escaped when you first met up with them. They are a toucan being. This one though looks older than the other one. You see, so one is wielding a great axe, one is wielding several knives, 6 of them, and this one wields a large bow, large and thin. All 3 of them are dressed in a very similar garb, with like a deep red cloth on all of them that the others were not wearing.
So I don't know what happened when we went down the hole, but I'm not really sure that we should actually be in here. I think that this maybe was a bad idea. Does anyone have any ideas on how to get back up out of the hole or out a different way? Except there's also a couple of dogs in there, and they have like really nasty looking dogs. Like I know that you don't like any dogs, but these dogs look really extra bad. So does anyone
we
know
were
where
going
the
to the
actual
temple.
outdoor is? Because
we're
I
supposed to-
don't think we want to go to the temple anymore.
Tara,
No, I
you're
think we have
freaking
to.
out. We're supposed to go to the temple and figure out how they're making animal people. Because there's no way that's not weird and evil.
Yeah,
could
but
do
do we
something for that.
have to go to the temple to make sure how they're
Well,
Yeah.
now we
making animal
do.
people?
Yeah, we're kind of in for a penny, in for a pound of blood.
Yeah, I think by the time we all crash landed on the landing point, I think it was too far.
So I need you to look me in my beady little eyes.
I think we crossed the Rubicon.
We have, yes. Where's what? I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, Tara. What's a Rubicon?
Oh, it's
It's the term for when you've had enough drinks that like.
No, it's this dwarf named Rubicon that you never want to cross him, because when you cross him, he fucks you up.
Ah.
So once you've crossed Rubicon, you're
I'm
done.
unclear
You gotta deal with it.
This analogy makes no sense, little rock boy. You
Rubicon lets nothing go.
Chalkier than I remember.
His hobbies are grudges.
Did you
I'm
do
like
something?
this. I'm like, I think I need some oil or something.
Yeah, you don't look
I'm
good.
like an action figure.
Yeah, you don't look good. All right, back to you, Tara. You're having a panic attack. Look me in my rat eyes. I would like to
What is a
comfort and
panic
support
attack?
as I
You have
slap
one
you in the
chance
face.
at this as they approach.
I slap
Um,
you in the face to comfort and support.
While they're approaching, I'm putting up a wall of fire. Just to die.
I
This
feel
is how this game works, right? Combat therapy. I slap you for advantage.
Get
you have to
yourself
actually
together.
deal
Okay.
damage to me for that to
Hit
work.
point. Yeah, it is a hit point. I do understand.
All right, Trundum, let's roll comfort and support. We'll get to the wall of fire after.
Wait. Does Tara even have any?
I have frightened.
Oh yeah, frightened. Okay.
There is a reason I was doing this. Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to resolve the frightened condition. All right.
Oh, I'm also frightened.
+1. Are we currently making camp? No.
No.
Do I have a bond with Tara? Yes.
Excellent.
If
Do
having
you have a bond
me
with
having
me?
yes, and it's relevant.
Perfect.
Does this action relate to one of your ambitions or theirs? What is my ambition?
Oh, ambition.
My ambition is to be rat god.
That you're assaulting a temple of yes, actually,
Yeah.
you're assaulting a temple of other animal people.
Yeah.
2d6
I
plus
will-
3.
Yep.
Wait, I have advantage because I punched you.
Slap.
Yeah, when you comfort support with violence. All right, 2d6 plus 3 with advantage.
Wait, that is the rule, right? Or did I just make that up in my
That-
brain?
Let me double check, but I think that's legit.
For fighter.
Sorry, it's sense motive.
Oh, it's sense motive with yeah, okay.
Sense motive, not comfort.
We
and
talked.
support.
I think I talked briefly about comfort and support by like making someone duel you, but we didn't. That's on the game right now. Okay, so you don't have advantage, but it's plus 3.
Yeah, okay. So you can keep your hit point if you want. I slap you anyway.
You slap you
Fair
superficially.
enough.
It is still the vector by which I'm snapping you out of mission. 9.
Okay. So on a 9, when comforting and supporting, here we go. Your help works,
I
and they
clear
clear a
condition.
condition, plus another one if they open about their feelings. But Tara, I think the whole point of this is stop opening about your feelings. We have people to fight.
Stop it! Murder!
Stop. Shove it down.
Regret!
I only have one condition anyways, so I think Tara will just look a little bit shocked, like reorient herself towards people and say, "So we want to get into that tower?"
Inside, yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
Joe, as they approach, the alligator person raises, I think it's actually a large pole axe, and they point it at the group of you, and they say, "Intruders! You lost your chance to surrender." I think they, like, name the person who the parrot person who's dead now, and the snake person who's dead.
Just
And
brief
the third
look down,
person we
look up.
killed.
Yeah, so I guess they say, like, you lost your chance to surrender when you drew our blood. Face the might of the Temple
Fire.
Guard.
Fire.
You're gonna just,
Fire.
yeah, you're gonna cast a spell.
In the middle of the conversation, like once you've killed them, I go, I just am using
Perfect.
fire.
Can you explode air?
I can't detonate because I need to make
Oh.
camp before I can detonate again.
What substance verbs are you using?
I am, as I scroll
Air
down,
to flames. Air to flames.
I am channeling elemental energies.
Okay.
So I'm channeling fire.
Roll to cast a spell.
Because we need more unwanted attention.
Stop it!
Perfect. So, for stream, double ones. Result is a 4. You okay, Jordan? Before I describe what happens? Okay. So you raise your arms, you start chanting the spell. Before you can finish, a large glob of sticky white webbing covers your face and like reaches your shoulders. It's not completely trapping your arms, but you have even more difficulty moving them than normal. The spider person says, "Oh no more of that magic anymore. It's done enough trouble already." Behind both of them, the crocodile and the spider, the toucan says, "Well done. Let's finish them off." They all move into action towards you. The toucan person actually is going to stay where he is.
What? The bow wielder's not getting into
Bow
melee?
wielder is going to take to the air and start flying around
No.
shooting
Oh
you with the
no,
bow.
they're a cockroach. Dang it.
Wait, hold up. How many limbs?
So that's the tricky part. He's going to flap and glide and shoot and then...
I'm stuck. You got me. I'm stuck there.
Remember-
I'm gonna.
You can try. He's a toucan. He has a very long beak. He can use it to help hold the bow.
So he's holding
he's
the bow
holding
in
it
his
away.
beak, and he has his foot pulling it back, and he's got wings flapping to hover. This is the stupidest archer.
Listen, they used all their cool energy on Spider Lady with 6 arms. They're like,
He's probably the
toucan,
only
put him
one who
out.
can fight like this. And there's a reason
He's been training for a while.
there's a
He
reason
knows
he's
his
older than the
specific
others.
fighting style.
Yes. Yes, there's a reason he's older. He's older than the others. He's probably the only one who can fight like this. But yes, you have an archer flying around pelting you with arrows. I've seen like harpies fire bows with their feet or something, but that's a whole different thing. This guy's firing it with his mouth, in part at least.
Mouth and foot are the only way I see this work.
Yep.
Because gliding doesn't work if you pull your wings in.
And the spider person and crocodile person both charge toward you, coming in from different directions. Drundum.
All right.
I think the crocodile person lunges to you, poleaxe first, ready to just take a long, swipe in your direction. What do you do?
I tuck and roll directly into them and pop up and stab them in the chest.
All right. Let's see how it goes. Roll to engage the threat.
Rat roll.
Doing nothing special.
Yeah. Tried and true
Rolling-
tactics.
Yeah. I rolled an 11.
Excellent. So you choose one option from the 10+ list. Do you do max damage,
Max
suffer
damage.
minimum damage, or take something from them?
I would like
Ooh.
to take something from them.
Okay. What would you like to take that makes sense in the fiction?
Blood.
So you want to deal maximum damage?
I would like them to have the minimum amount of blood in their body after this to function as a crocodile man.
That sounds like you're dealing maximum damage. Okay. Roll.
I don't want them to get it back, is the important point.
I don't think that makes
they're
sense
not
in the
gonna
fiction.
heal
I
before
I don't
this
think-
fight.
I don't think you can stop their body from, their bone marrow from rebuilding their supply of blood.
I would
in the
like
long
to take
term.
his heart.
I would like
please.
to take his heart, yes.
That sounds
Thank you.
like
Thank you,
maximum
Joe.
damage.
Thank you, Joe. I would like to take his heart. Fine. I would like to
Just a
take.
thumbs up from the spider web.
Roll. Well, I guess roll the damage you're taking. Tell me what your maximum damage is.
Ooh.
You said max damage, so that's a 10 you're dealing.
No, I would like to take something stupid from him.
No. Kill the crocodile man, please.
No, I've got him right where I want him. You could probably cut apart the red cloth he's wearing, so he's mostly naked.
Yeah, I would like to take away his affiliation.
Dragon Ball. He's just wearing Dragon Ball Z style just wearing shorts now, with his ripped crocodile
Just
green
make
skin
her
abs.
Cooler.
Just tattered short. I
Okay,
would like to take
perfect.
away any
You made him
affiliation
so much
he might be
cooler.
stored. Yeah. But I'm really good with the swords. Do.
Do you have an
I
extra thing?
re-roll my dice anyway.
Do you have,
Oh, okay.
7.
do you have a thing for that? It's one of your
Yeah.
fighting styles.
Great weapon fighting. Re-roll 1s and 2s on damage dice.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Nice.
so you deal 7 damage. And this person is. Please roll a d8 plus 2 for how much damage they deal back to you.
What? They get a +2? I don't get pluses?
Especially dangerous NPCs add 2 extra damage.
2d8 plus 2?
1 d8.
No.
plus 2.
1d8.
8.
Ow.
Oof.
All right.
Yeah, ow.
You
I'm
take
alive.
8 damage.
worry about it.
Remember, if you have con, reduce the damage taken by that much.
Oh.
Oh.
That applies
I have
to
not been
every
doing that.
instance of damage you've taken this game. So
Oh.
Mm.
if your con's
Okay,
above
I give
1,
myself
or
one
is
more
higher-
health.
Yeah. Indigo, if you have a +1 con, I think you've only taken 2 instances of damage, so gain 2 more
I got
health.
it. Yep.
Con? What's con?
Con is for
Flash.
people who
If you
actually
have a
let
negative
themselves
con,
get hit
you
in the first
lose
place.
more health when you take
No, you
hits.
don't. We put it in that you don't.
What?
That'd be funny.
I want the sickly wizard to just like burst into piles of blood and fractures.
Got a
as soon
paper
as
cut.
someone
It's
flicks them.
awful. It won't stop bleeding.
You must seek professional medical attention in 24 hours.
Yep.
That's why Gale's always going on about how he needs a cleric.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let me double check. This person. Okay. I was double checking how much health they have left after you dealt 7 to them. They have no armor, so their damage is not being reduced in any way. They are not dead as you slice at them, and there are probably like many deep, like not so surface level wounds on their body as you cut away their clothes. And they like growl at you, which again, crocodiles I don't think they actually growl,
No.
but this person
They
does.
do growl.
They make noises.
It makes crocodile noises at you. Meanwhile,
Crocodiles can growl.
perfect. Meanwhile, the spider person was approaching from the other side. Seeing that Joe appears to be at least somewhat taken care of, this spider person rushes Tara with a flurry of knives. What do you do?
Can I dodge, ignore them, and attack the crocodile person?
I think you have to defy danger to even get an opportunity to try that. As you just try and escape their attention.
I mean, that's fair.
So
Okay.
defy danger. I think it sounds like you're doing with dexterity. It's probably dodging out of the way
Yes.
and defending yourself until you're in a position behind the crocodile person.
Yeah. I don't even really care about being behind them. Like, if I am beside them or just like under Drumdum's arm stabbing, that is fine.
Yep. So you're defying danger to get yourself in a position to engage the crocodile person. While engaging the crocodile person, you are at risk of taking damage from both of them. That won't be their damages added together. That's not how it works for NPCs. But it will be higher than either of them would deal individually.
I'm going to try it anyways.
Okay.
Okay, so 2d6 for the defy.
You
11.
are fine.
Oh wait, 13.
13 to defy danger. Yes. So you are barely getting out of the way. The spider with is trying to push the advantage and keeps they're extremely quick. But you're able to get yourself in the position you want. They're like sometimes they're almost they don't have as much finesse as Spider-Man. But sometimes they're like they're shooting webs at something in order to pull themselves to another position, suddenly attack from it, in a much more clumsy way than like
I am
we've seen.
absolutely determined not to be any worse than them because they entered the scene. They had a bunch of knives, and people said they're cool. They never say that about me.
That's because you just steal things from people. All you do is steal their life. You practice identity theft to go to the bathroom because you don't want to like ask the waiter.
Perfect.
Pretend
So,
like you work there and sneak into the back.
You maneuver yourself to the point where the spider person thinks they have you cornered. They like pushed you against the back of the alligator person, not thinking this is what you wanted. They just think you have nowhere left to run, kind of. What do you do?
Flip the dagger.
Yeah.
Just
upside
overhand stab.
Perfect. Roll to engage. This will be both of them at once, as the spider yells like no and lunges forward as you stab the alligator person. The alligator person will, if you kill them, which you probably will, Given your sneak attack damage, they will do a death throws slice at you too. We'll see how it goes.
We will see how this goes.
That's double sixes.
14.
So choose one. Do you deal max damage, take minimum damage, or take something from them?
I think I'm going to take minimum damage from both of these people at once.
Perfect. So
yeah, that's a good idea.
So roll the actual damage roll, I guess.
So their actual damage roll in this case. Here we go. That's going to be a.
I could have chose to heal as well. How are you looking, Drundum?
Oh, bad.
I'll need to talk.
Uh,
I'm not making any
in
changes
which case-
now, but I'll need to talk to the designer. I suspect the intent of the sneak attack thing. I'm not changing it this session, but I suspect the intent is to deal sneak attack damage as healing instead of damage, not in addition to, because
It's instead of the sneak attack damage value. So I won't get my sneak attack damage. I will get just my normal 1d4 damage. The
okay.
sneak attack damage will goes as healing.
So you're just gonna deal 1d4, or are you planning to do sneak attack damage to the?
I'll just deal the 1d4 and do. Well, I'm going to take a ridiculous amount of damage if I do that. Protect Drundum, protect myself.
I'll roll damage
I'm
after.
alive.
Pardon?
Drundum second winded. Drundum has a fair amount of HP, I think.
I have 8.
Okay, a okay amount of HP.
An amount
then.
of HP.
If Drundum goes down, it's hard, and honestly, my bond with Drundum is I need to protect them at the moment. So yeah, I will heal Drundum instead, and I'll just
Yeah.
take
Alright.
damage that I'd have to take.
8.
Well, you're taking minimum, aren't you?
No, instead
Nope,
of
because
choosing
I'm
to
doing
take
this
minimum
instead
damage,
of taking minimum.
she applies sneak attack damage as healing.
Oh, you like your max sneak attack?
No, she doesn't max it. She doesn't choose.
Oh, that's a thing you could choose. Okay, got it.
as a
Yeah.
rogue, she can choose a fourth option instead of the normal 3.
Got it.
Either way, you take 8 damage, Tara, as you get slashed by both of them as you stab them. Deal 1d4 damage then to the crocodile person.
Alright, I'll take 8 damage. I can do that. It's fine. So 1d4.
Cool. He has no damage
Is he dead?
resistance. He has no damage resistance. He didn't have 1 hit point. He had more than 1 hit point, even if he was still
Apparently,
very wounded.
overhand like
Yeah,
attacks are
he's
not
so
that
tall
useful.
that like you stab him in the like leg, which is bad, but not killing him. You miss the vital
there's
arteries.
not a lot of force if you're doing this with a
Yeah,
dagger.
he says. He says like "ow" and like swipes at you and jumps away from you as part of this 8 damage you take.
This is so ineffective this time, Druntum. You get to heal for 4.
That might be enough to save him.
It'll make me survive the next hit.
Perfect.
Well, I guess
Hmm.
the crocodile person is stuck in between the two of us.
Yeah.
Well, the
Oh,
spider
no.
says like, "Oh, that's enough of that," and starts trying to like hit you with webs directly. While that is happening, the toucan is flying above. Joe, you can see it. It's gonna start with the station, with what it seems to be the stationary target. Your legs aren't actually webbed, just your upper body.
Oh.
You presumably have like pulled enough of the webbing out of your eyes, eye runes, sorry, to see.
Hmm.
Yeah, the toucan's lining up a shot directly like at you while you were blinded.
Hmm. So the other two are busy,
The two are very busy.
and he's in the air.
He's in the air and he's lining up a shot at you.
I'm waddling as fast as I can toward the temple. I'm using the spider webs as armor because if it hits me, it has to go through the spider web as well.
You're just defying danger and waddling as fast as you can to the temple.
I think then you're using Dex to angle the arrows into the webbing. That seems like precise movement. I think. What are you?
No, I'm more.
Can you defy danger with Constitution? Because that's
Yes.
the one we're doing.
You can.
That's what I'm doing.
What does it say?
For defy danger.
What are the
Um,
narrative triggers for defying danger with Constitution? Does it have it there?
when you act, no, it just says when you act despite an imminent danger or obstacle. Describe how you do it. It says then roll con, but I think we've been doing
Oh.
it where
Yep. This is. Oh my goodness.
Are you doing another chasing adventurism?
I'm doing another Chasing Adventurism. I'm also running Chasing Adventure tomorrow, so I might do Dungeon World 2 isms during Chasing Adventure. So,
Oh dear.
my mistake. But yeah, I think part of it was also the rogue can defy danger with Dex to do specific things. So, roll with con, and I apologize.
My con is +1. And also, did I get XP for my 4
Yes.
on
Yes,
my
you do.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
you did.
Okay, 8.
8. Choose one. Condition, unwanted attention, or the situation worsens.
I'm just taking another condition.
Okay.
Thank you.
He hit me with a gross arrow, so I'm sickened.
Perfect. So you do get into the temple. The Toucan, I think, is going to follow you in, actually. They dive, and I think they... About 10 seconds after it's going to be a separate scene inside the temple, so we'll get to it later. They dive, and like a bow drawn, ready to attack you, now on the ground. They like carefully enter the temple, looking for you.
I go, oh, you think that
You're speaking through the webbing.
through the webbing.
Okay. And I think as we see that, as the fight continues on outside, let's go to a quick break and come back in about 10 minutes to resolve this. Welcome back to part 2 of episode 2 of season 2 of Dungeon World 2.
What happens if you
Lots of
lock
twos.
the dying condition?
Dying is no longer a condition in this version of the game.
That's
Ooh,
not what this book
Oh.
says, or that's not what the character sheet says. Let me check the book.
Character sheet doesn't have dying on it.
You have
It
the
has
most...
face death when you mark the dying condition.
Oh, yes, that's
Ew.
already something we're going to change. But yes, the trigger is slightly different. It's ready to reach 0 hit points. We have already written that down to tweak it. But yes, it's...
I mean, but theoretically, which one trigger on the stack, if you will? Which one does go out
If you
first,
do both at the
surpassing your
same
limit
time?
or facing? If your fifth the trigger for reaching your limit is marking your fifth condition. It's
No,
when
it's
you
your-
mark your fifth condition.
Wait, does it say 5th?
that was your final condition. Mark your last condition is what it says.
I thought it was fifth.
5th was... Yeah, no, it's when you mark your last
It's fifth
condition.
XP.
Yeah,
It's
5th XP for leveling up.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Alright, never mind. I was trying to catch you on some pedantic answer. Dying condition, but still be alive.
Yeah, you're just undead at that point.
Well,
Yeah.
in Dungeon World Blue, that is actually a thing. You mark the dying condition when you first... When you mark the dying condition, you face death. You keep it marked until you can recover it like other conditions. If you have the dying condition already and you would mark it again, you just die.
Oh, so it'd be bad if you just locked it.
Yeah, that's like a walking corpse. No, I want to lock it as
Yeah.
dead.
No,
Or
undead...
actively dying the whole time.
Yeah. So, you guys, the two of you at least, two of the three of you, are actively fighting a wounded, large crocodile warrior with a poleaxe and a much smaller, agile, web-slinging, six dagger-wielding spider warrior.
A wisecracking spider warrior.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm fighting unarmed, does my face count as a weapon?
Yes,
butt.
but it would still be D2 damage, because unarmed is D2 damage. You really want weapons in this version, unless you're a monk,
That's a
which we haven't
D4.
released yet.
I'm unarmed. I have the unarmed fighting powers.
Oh, then yes, it's D4 instead of D2.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I just want to know if my face counts as a weapon, because then I can add the vicious tag to it as I smash my rat face into the maws of an alligator.
My rat face.
mean, maybe
into
your
the
teeth?
maws of an alligator.
No, just
Yeah, you're-
headbutt. I'm
you bite
headbutting
the
him in the
rat
mouth.
people.
I'm just hitting him in the head.
So you're
with my
looking to
head.
wield your unarmed, like add an extra tag to being unarmed.
Yeah, because the fighter move. I have an armor weapon master when you wield a weapon.
I'm gonna have to say.
My head.
Oh, but you have unarmed fighting, and your unarmed strikes are considered simple weapons. Then yes. If you didn't have unarmed fighting, I'd say no, but you do, so yes.
That's why I did ask first.
Yep.
If my face is a weapon.
Yes, you have sharp rat teeth. Yes, yes.
Well, good thing I'm using my skull and not my teeth, because that feels like a losing battle. Concussive force is what we want against an alligator.
Either way, yes. Because you have unarmed fighting.
My vicious skull will be smashing into the alligator's
What happened to your
less
sword?
vicious skull. I have it in my hand. I think it's in the alligator.
Okay, perfect.
We're not using it
The
right
last
now.
attack. Yeah, this is dramatic. This
Perfect.
is a moment of drama as
This is
the two of
cinema.
us are failing to kill this alligator.
Tara,
Yep.
so is it just like, is it still two separate 1v1s, or is it sort of the two of you against the two of them now? How do you think things
I think
are
it's
going?
the two of us against the two of them at this
Yeah.
point. Are we
But
asking if I'm going to aid? What would aid get?
I'm asking if Tara is aiding. The risk for this is Indigo is facing off against both of the other enemies, but would have the aid of Tara to do so. Aid is mark a condition or bond. And then Drundum picks one benefit, advantage, or let me double check so we're not mixing it up with blue. Accomplish more than normal with the move, which yes can be negotiated, or ignore the penalty from a condition. So if you're exhausted and would have a penalty to this, you can just ignore. You can, like, if two people help you, you can both ignore disadvantage from a condition and gain advantage from a separate help.
Is there more that you'd want to do from the move that you can imagine at the moment, Drundum?
No, I'm just trying to eliminate this alligator guy. That we've been trying to stab repeatedly, and that's not working.
Yeah.
So now I'm headbutting him.
He's
and
probably
it's
like
successful.
locked your sword down with his pole axe, and you're like pulling and pushing against each other when you
It's
do
one
this.
of those, you're up against his side and you try to stab him, but it's doing nothing. I wish to headbutt him so I could take away consciousness.
Yep.
Of course. Then I think might make sense for you to go this one alone at the moment.
All right.
Just narratively.
Roll to engage the threat.
I rolled an 8.
Okay, well, you can't choose to take something away on an 8, unfortunately. But you can choose between they cause you to mark a condition, they gain an advantage or opportunity, or you lost something in the exchange. Lose something in the exchange.
The alligator gains an advantage in the opportunity. Gains an advantage or opportunity.
All right. Roll damage, and they will against you. And then we'll see.
What?
So, what was your HP, Indigo?
Dead. It's 12.
Okay, so you both kill each other. Well, you both make each other face
Indigo
death.
faces death.
I think the
I
advantage or
face
opportunity
death.
is he also doesn't immediately die. So he goes
both of
down,
us
but like
facing death?
later he'll disappear and like he escapes when no one's looking. That's the advantage or opportunity. But you defeat him. You defeat him. You take him down. You face death yourself. As you both yell as you I think so what happens is you headbutt him, but he also headbutts you back, like with his crocodile so he's like, ah! Yeah. You both fall unconscious, briefly, as you both face death. He doesn't have the player move for it. But he has an opportunity to survive, basically. That's the opportunity that he gets from this.
We've created a new person hunting us.
Tara, we'll see what the face death looks like. I think in a second, because at the same time, Tara is now trying to not get covered in sticky web that stops her from moving.
I mean, I was dealing with a... Yeah, no, okay, so please continue, sorry.
The spider person is like, yeah, no, that's enough out of you. I don't want you, like, doing weird maneuvers anymore. Stop dodging. So that's how he's planning to stop you from dodging.
Here's a question as I try and use a move that just has not been relevant in our campaign at all. Is it a magical effect?
Webbing is not a magical effect.
Oh, come on.
It's
One day our enemies will actually use magic.
one day, perhaps. The only person you have seen two magical people, I think. Technically, the god, in a way. You stabbed him with a knife.
I may.
And
have picked
also
up the wrong
technically
move.
the rat catcher, who you sent a different person to kill off screen.
Well,
Um,
and the fire wizard who we killed.
Yeah.
Or
You
turned
got her in
over.
prison.
Yeah.
I believe.
Took all of her stuff.
You took all her stuff and yeah.
We killed her.
You have-
If I remember correctly, we declared her dead to the local authorities. We
You-
killed
No,
her.
we turned her in.
You turned her in, but all
I
yeah.
think it was very clear with the guard that I murdered her. So, dead.
Either way, I think
We
you have
turned her
fought.
in and declared her.
You've fought a lot of magical
But yeah.
things, but not in the last few sessions.
Fair enough. All right. Well, you have. This has still given me a lovely idea because I happen to have that lovely fire wizard's ability to light things on fire, and webbing is very flammable.
Webbing is very flammable, and there's strands of webbing coming out of this person's body.
I can see nothing that can go wrong here, so I am going to point my hand at them, like rattle the bangle on it, like flowingly gesture the cloak as the alligator drops behind me, and try and create and light them on fire. Direct the fire towards the strands.
All right. I'm gonna need you to roll to defy danger, as a burst of flame is going to, like it at first it doesn't do anything, and then you jangle it again, and then they rapidly glow, and almost like a burst of flame slightly knocks you back. We'll see how much it affects you, given I don't think you have any immunity to fire.
No,
It
those
is
are the
heading in
ones
their
that run
direction.
dumb
This
fast.
is more of a how well does it hit them, but also how well does it how much collateral damage onto you is there?
Fair enough. So defy danger is just 2d6 plus con.
Yeah. I'd say the danger is backfire from this.
Yeah, lighting yourself on fire.
Yeah.
No, I'm checking if it's 2d6 plus con.
It is.
because I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Defy
Yeah.
danger, which we
Beautiful.
mixed up the
Yep,
last
that's
part.
what I was checking. So that would be 6, pretty sure.
Okay.
I think you
Are you
mark
telling me
XP.
I get XP for the first
You
time?
do.
through
You
this
do
do
get
get
XP.
Right. Silver linings.
So the bad news is, in that case,
It
The-
just
It goes
burns
terribly
you.
wrong. I
it
think is what
does
it
go
says.
terribly wrong. So the fire spurts out. You're actually not going to take that much damage directly from this. It's worse than that. You take 4 damage as there's like it's like again like burnt eyebrows. Like 4 damage is significant. You do feel it, but it's not gonna.
4 damage, to be clear, is a quarter of my health. It's not burnt eyebrows.
More than burnt eyebrows.
It's charred flesh.
Charred face. Yeah, you suffer a burn.
First degree burns.
First degree burns. That's fair.
Over
and
5
then
to 10% of your body.
so the flame goes out. The spider like almost reflexively jumps back and severs the web, which does burn up before it reaches them. And then you and then the bracelet stops working, and the bracelets stop glowing. The runes on it.
I jangle it again. Why isn't it working?
Something is wrong with it now.
Keep hitting go on the
Yeah.
fire thing more times.
Try turning it off and on again.
Fine.
No,
These
just keep
go
activating.
great.
Just keep spamming the activate function. It'll go
Yeah.
well.
Can I attack the spider person with a knife?
You just-
Knives don't
yeah.
break on me.
well,
Wait,
the spider.
How am I doing this? I have no sneak attack. This is a horrible idea. I'm doing it anyways.
Perfect. Yeah, the spider like glares at you from a distance and is like being more cautious. And they looks like your fire isn't working anymore. And they grin at you.
As they talk, I attack them.
Perfect.
Throw a knife.
Roll to engage a threat.
All right. I'm pretty sure they're aware, not distracted, and not fighting anyone else. So sad. All right, let's do this. 6. Oh wait,
you
no.
get
This is
XP.
engage a threat. This is
Disengage
with
the
Dex,
threat.
So that's
It's with strength by default. Are you doing something to make it?
Guys
dex?
are
Oh right,
light.
and I'm not sneak attacking. So
Are-
in that case, it's not a 6, it's a 5.
Mark
thought I'd done
XP.
Mark XP.
On a 6-, you do minimum damage, or the threat
1.
does maximum damage. Your call. And you mark XP and I make a move.
I think
Damage is hardly anything, anyways. If it doesn't do maximum damage, I might live, maybe. So I'll do minimum damage to it. Take 1 damage, I guess.
Okay, and it will do rolled. It will take 1 damage. It does. And it will do rolled damage to you instead of max.
Yep.
5.
Oh! I have
How much health
5
did you have?
HP.
You're also unconscious. We're dead out here.
you both have to face death.
Nope, you're inside. Let's see if you don't survive, no one knows if
We'll
Face
see what
Death
happens, but
survive.
I think, yeah. I think what happens is.
Oh wait, what's your con,
so-
Marissa?
0.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you know how you were worried the spider was too cool.
Wait, I forgot about my comic.
Are you alive?
So you're still alive.
So drugged himself.
Perfect.
Talk about later.
Well, okay, we're sticking with the fight then. We're not leaving it alive. Yeah,
You knock with heads at the crocodile. You both pass out.
and you get back
Otto
up.
passes out, and then you go.
You come too.
Yeah, you come to and you see the spider. So, Tara, did you throw your knife at the spider then, or did you rush it with a knife?
Narratively, I rushed it.
Okay, perfect.
Terribly wise, I know.
Yeah, I think what it does is as you're rushing it, it just like, to use Spider-Man terms, thwips you in the center with some web, pulls itself towards you faster than you're expecting, and stabs you.
That's so awesome, dude.
And Drendum comes up
And
as I drop.
and as you fall, the spider looks around and sees its fallen comrade as well, and locks eyes with you.
Yeah, I'm woozy. I'm bleeding from my face now, and I didn't hear no bells. So I would
Spiders-
like to
The spider's taking
immediately swing
minor
my
wounds.
sword.
Yeah, the spider like drops into a specific stance with all its like knives held in specific angles.
Yeah, I'm not in a stance. I'm bleeding profusely.
Perfect. You both charge at each other. Our
I heard a
presumably last engage a threat. I think it has to be, unless well, we'll see how it goes.
I have 1 hit point.
Yeah, damage can't be
So
reduced
much-
below 1, so even if it deals minimum damage, that'll still be 1 damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to deal max damage.
You need to kill it here and now, and then you will face death afterwards, but it will be dead too.
12.
12!
Ooh,
Do you deal max damage?
deal max damage.
No, there's no way to do 0?
You don't want to kill it? Oh, no, there's no way. So in this game, when you engage a threat, you always exchange harm, and at least one. Both of you take at least 1 damage.
If you deal max damage, does he kill it?
Yes.
You deal max damage, and you both drop like a samurai movie.
But this is like the 3rd time I've done that in this fight.
Yeah, because you're the fighter, so you're just like, nope,
Fighter's
I'll keep
roll.
going.
It's so great because if this is like a TV show, everyone's like, "Is he gonna get up again?" And then we just.
Yeah, no,
I
if I
think
go
we
down
get
again,
to the
I get
power.
stabbed. The spider gets cut in half.
Perfect.
I get stabbed 6 times, I guess.
Yeah, you get
Probably.
you get an array of slashes across your front, slashes
Yeah, and
and
I cut them in
stabs,
half.
and then you cut their arms off, probably
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
bad.
You kill them.
They're leaking spider goo everywhere.
Perfect. Okay, so you reach 0 hit points as well. We'll see what happens, but I think we
I hope
just
my friends are doing okay.
yeah. Back inside again. We see the Toucan followed you in, but not immediately. They had to land first, and yeah. So Joe, you hear the movement, the feathery ruffled movement of someone entering a distance behind you. But when you entered here, you can see it looks like you pass through a curtain of beads made of painted carved wood. So they don't sound, they're not like plastic beads, they have a different sound to them. But you pass through a curtain of beads made of painted glass wood, and then there's a whole the whole chamber inside this tower is it looks like it's meant for I guess it's what I call a sanctuary. There's places for people to sit. There's a front area for speaking with like painted figures. I don't know if you're stopping to look at anything specifically or going up the stairs on the side to go further up the tower.
No, is there anything to like?
It's empty. There's
Take
no
cover
one
behind.
in here. There's like
Oh.
there's chairs and seats for people to sit in, so you could also try and hide among this area. This place is empty though until someone follows you in.
Right.
And there's along the edge, there's some stairs leading up that are. It's all made of stone. The like tower itself. The stairs leading up seem to be like decorated, but still pretty straightforward. Like there's no gate or anything in front of them.
Okay. I try and set up an ambush on the toucan.
You're gonna like a spell ambush or a different kind of ambush?
Yeah, a spell ambush.
Okay.
I want to essentially like because he has to walk in here, right?
He has
He
to
can't
walk
fly.
in here. This is like the main room once you enter the tower. Is the first thing you see.
Yeah. So
It's
I
the
don't
ceiling
necessarily
is
wanna,
the
like-
ceiling is low enough that flying. Yeah, he basically can't fly, or it won't help him, or he won't be able to properly do it. So yeah.
yeah. So I basically want to set up like as he walks in, I want to transmute the floor to tar. So he's like stuck. I want to basically just like immobilize him so I can keep going.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you need to roll to sneak then if you're having this happen as soon as he walks in, except there's a problem. You still have silk webbing on your mouth that's impeding your ability to cast spells. You, I think, would
Use my
need...
knife and cut it.
I was going to say, you're going to need a... I don't think you can cast the spell as soon as he walks in. You're going to need to hide or do something else to delay him. But either way, you're going to need a bit of extra time before you can get it off you to cast the spell.
Especially if he
then-
ducked in right
So you could try to
after
sneak
you.
past him, which would be in this case like hiding from him in the room until you get it off. You could do something else to like delay him.
Okay, if that's the case, then as I'm going up the stairs, I'm cutting.
You're just running and
the way.
cutting. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So then
Okay.
when I'm ready, then I'll do that plan.
Okay, I like it. So in that case, what happens is as you're cutting you're cutting the silk off of your mouth. He enters the room. He sees you going up the stairs. Is going to fire some arrows at you before it's not a matter of he will see you if you're not trying to hide. But you're further away than normal. And I think he's going to hit you with some arrows unless you do something, or with a couple of them, before one instance of damage worth before you get the silk off of you. Unless you do something to avoid them. Then you'll get the webbing off.
Okay, I have an idea.
What do you do?
I could use a cantrip to slowly move a small object. Can I? When he comes in, I see him and he goes to like pull back his bow. Can I just move one of the chairs in the way so it hits?
I don't think that's slow enough. Or I think that's too fast. But also the whole thing is you can't cast spells while the webbing's on your mouth. I don't know if that
Oh,
extends
you're
to
right, you're right.
cantrips. You could try and dodge the way, but I'm sure you're not happy with your strength with your dex.
No, my dex is -1 and disadvantage.
Just
so
choosing to eat the damage is also a legitimate choice if you don't want to risk making a
I'm
roll.
just gonna eat it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna eat the damage.
All right.
I'm gonna Boromir it.
You're going to Boromir it. 3 damage.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as it could be.
Aha, 2 damage.
2 damage 'cause of
my
con,
is
yep.
1.
So yeah, some of the arrows like scrape across some of your runes, which you'll deal with those later. It's just short-term memory. Who needs it? You
I hope my friends are doing okay.
you cut the webbing off of your mouth finally, and you can cast spells again. You can see that they're like, I think they're still launching arrows at you as part of the damage they already dealt. They're trying to not give you a chance to cast a spell, but you have one if you want it. They're trying to they're kind of taking cover at the entrance, assuming it'll be some kind of projectile. You already told me what it would be, which is not that.
So he's not following me up the stairs?
He probably will, but he is not right now because he's taking cover from the assumed magic. He's assuming fireballs or something are happening.
Right. So at the top of the stairs is there like a door or like an archway or something?
There is an archway leading to another area.
Excellent.
Up there,
then I change my plan.
You can actually hear muffled voices through the closed door of people arguing.
Okay. So it's like through archway and then a door?
It's a door with an arch.
A door with an arch.
Yeah,
okay.
a closed
So
door with an arch.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and run through the door and cast like basically wall of stone. I'm gonna wall off behind me so he can't follow.
So you know that thing in Pathfinder 2 that happens sometimes?
You
go to open the door.
It's locked.
It's locked. They wait. Actually, it's not locked. It's barred. I don't think they're not advanced enough to have locksmiths, but it's barred.
The simplest thing they could do to keep someone out of the ritual, like the most basic.
They did indeed do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna make the wall. I'm gonna make the door water. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, perfect. You clap your hands, mutters a magic words. All right.
What are you? Let's clarify. That's why, because I'm looking at the wizard schools in case I die.
In case I die.
It's your choice if you die. So okay. Well, it's your choice. Yeah, we'll see how things go.
Yeah, there's rolls. Transmutation. Is that what you're using to water?
Yeah, I have evocation and transmutation. So I'm temporarily altering matter.
Mm. All right. Roll to cast a spell. As the Toucan sees you raise your hands to the door and looks on horrified.
Yay.
I don't think this is enough. They're trying to shoot more arrows at you, but not enough for it to be more damage. Choose 2.
Unwanted attention, and not exactly what I want. No,
Yes,
you know what?
'cause
Not exactly what I want.
attention.
Not exactly what I want, and I lose either the verb or the subject.
Okay, which one do you pick?
I'm getting rid of temporarily alter.
All right, perfect. Not exactly what you want in this case. I don't think the door changes to water. I think it changes to a thick, gelatinous acid. You've made a gelatinous door.
Oh, I still go through it.
I know. You're just gonna take a d6 damage.
Wait. How basic is his new form? Does it?
It's still
sizzle and
rock.
pop?
It's still rock.
Yeah.
Acid does do damage, like acid etchings, I guess.
Yeah.
I was thinking like chalk being like.
If he's not made of
Also
chalk,
to-
that's very fragile.
Like chalk is commonly used to counteract acid.
Also, to slightly metagame, I don't think the intention is, congratulations, you've created a character who just has inherent damage and vulnerability.
No.
Yeah.
You're gonna go through the door. You take 3 more damage as the acid burns
I take
you.
2 damage.
2 damage as the acid burns you as you go through it, and the Toucan is gonna yell something and start chasing up after you, but they're still at the entrance, so there'll be a second. Going through the door, you didn't draw unwanted attention, and going through this door, as painful as it was not noisy. So,
It was just gloopy.
It was gloopy. So, you are on the second floor of this. You see a group of still like red robed individuals. Not all of them. There are more stairs up. But you see about 6 of them yelling and arguing over something. One of them is holding some kind of like jar or something protectively away from the others. But they are actually, all of them are arguing on the near the stairs up to the next floor. None of them are on top of the big feature in the center of this room, which is this enormous, like, 30-foot diameter magical circle.
Ooh, I go directly there.
You just walk into the middle of it?
Yep, I walk into the middle of it and I cast. I'm going to channel some elemental energies, elemental earth. I'm making a dome around me so no one can hurt me.
All
You're
right.
just spraying cement like a little fire
You're
hose
just
guy.
immediately shelling up, basically.
Yep.
All right. You can try to do that. You don't have unwanted. They're distracting their argument. So I think you can cast the spell. Roll to cast it. 10.
Yay!
Choose one.
Unwanted attention because that's what I'm
Perfect.
getting anyway.
So I think that as the stone begins to rise, one of the red robe they start panicking as they see you're in here and seeing what's happened, and one of them panics and jumps into the dome with you. They're not armed.
Oh.
The dome closes up as the others are yelling a name and being like, "What are you doing?" And the other one says, "I have to."
I just hold my knife at him and go, ugh!
Well, it's pitch dark now, assuming that there's no light source in here.
That's true. Unless I glow. Oh, no, wait. No, I use a cantrip, and now there's light.
Perfect. Yeah, there's a flinch, actually, from this person. They look like a...
Roll on your animal table.
I don't have it. I do have some animals, though. Hold on.
Salamander.
They look like an iguana.
Jungle.
They're an
An
iguana.
iguana. Oh.
They say, I think they just, like, stare at you, kind of like not... They don't say anything immediately. They're just, like, frozen as they look at you.
Are you cool?
They're not cool. There's like no way they're cool.
Yes...
I'm still gonna hold this.
Okay,
Why did you jump in here?
I panicked.
Oh, me too.
Why did you jump in here?
Oh, because the elephant gentleman, said that your religion's a lie, and I tried to figure out what's causing this. I just sort of say that out loud.
As you gesture.
Yeah, you
at
gesture down to the
iguana man.
Yeah, the magical circle beneath you is filled. So, you notice a few things now that you have a second. So the magical circle isn't carved into stone. Everything else in this tower, at least the architecture, is stone with other stuff in it. The magical circle on the ground appears to be made of not just metal, but I think in this case, I cannot.
Aluminum.
I think in this case it's actually orichalcum.
Ooh, it's bronze.
Sigils have been carved in multiple circular layers leading towards the center. We haven't talked too much about arcane sigils. I think we've seen. I guess one question I have is: are there different styles of arcane sigils between what is on your body made by the dwarves and what's on like the human like on the human fire ladies artifacts? Is there even allowed to be different styles, or is it actually like there has to be drawn in?
I think it's like I think it's probably like different font. You know,
Okay.
like it's in Wingdings.
So you're saying there's not
What?
different like languages?
No, because I think the like runic language of magic is a language in and of itself.
It
you know?
is pretty
No, but I mean
hard
like
coded.
different But I mean, like, there's different. There wouldn't be different ways to import in words, syntax, and like
More
grammatical
practices for
points.
how to keep the runes together and organize them, right? Even if the runes themselves may be the same.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I just feel like if we're going off of like a runic magic thing, I feel like they'd have to be the same in order to like have the same effects.
Yeah.
If that makes
Well,
sense.
it's like Latin letters, but Latin letters are used
Yeah.
for Spanish and French and English and other languages too. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
I think they're probably all the same.
okay, cool. Well, these runes then in that case are the same as the ones that you know and are on the other things you see. The person, the iguana person, kind of is still like hovering on the other side of things. They're kind of like they have the robes over them. They look protective of themselves.
What's your name?
Shara, they say.
Cool, cool. As you can see, I'm made of the stuff that's here, so I'm just gonna figure out what this is. If that's cool. How do you feel about your religion?
I'm a priest.
Got it. Okay. I have a rat man who was made outside of here, so I don't know if that's like heretical. He's the Rat King.
What's a king?
He never told me that. That's just his name. He's Drundum the Rat King. I don't. Yeah, I'm
It
looking
means
at.
he can't do these things.
Yeah, it means he can't build a house or I don't remember
Oh,
the others.
Let me find it. It's
So they
he.
can't
He
refuse.
can't
food or-
refuse food, build a house, or die forever. That's what he can't do.
Oh,
That
pretty irrelevant.
sounds unpleasant.
If he does any of those things, he's no longer the Rat King.
So it's an oath.
I think it's more like rules rather than an oath. Like he doesn't say like I'm going to do this. It's more if he doesn't do it, then we get him.
And because one of our kind asked you, you're just gonna stay in the center of this dome and find out what's going on.
Yeah, because I think you guys are also stealing people.
They don't actually say anything in response to that. They just sort of keep
It's not a
staring at you.
no.
That's not a
Yeah,
no.
that's a loud silence. Yeah, so what does this rune circle do?
Okay. What does it look like as you're investigating? Are you just like staying in the middle and reading it all from a distance? Or are you like poking around it? As I said, this person isn't really armed and is right now they're just kind of like staying in the corner.
Yeah, I'm walking around it, looking and like reading it. I might be performing a ritual once I figure out what this thing does.
Okay. Well, I think you're unearthing a secret. There is
Ooh.
obviously a secret here. I think that's probably the best
pretty
way.
clearly.
You
That's
could
like the pretty clearest move.
you could be recalling folklore, but I don't think this is folklore.
This feels like
No.
I think this
Yeah,
is
uncovering
something
a
else.
secret.
So, okay. I thought I would throw it out there. Roll with intelligence. There obviously is a secret here. It's
Yeah.
part of why you came here.
Ooh.
Double sixes, making a 14.
Nice.
It's clear and significant.
So this this circle is, from what you can find, from what you can see, it's not literally ageless, But the circle itself also enchants the metal it's carved into to never deteriorate. There are no scratches on it at all. You could try to make one if you want. It would be, by normal methods, you can't basically make one. So you're not sure how old it is because it doesn't age.
It doesn't. Yeah.
The effect of it, though, does very much remind you of the Rat King. It will take any creature that isn't humanoid enough by the circle's own somewhat arbitrary standards that is in the center of the circle. It will turn them. It will give them intelligence. It will give them opposable thumbs. It will anthropomorphize them basically.
Right. It's a furry circle, is what you're saying.
It does it quickly.
That's not a no. Once again,
That's also not.
Yeah,
a no.
that's not a no.
that's also not a no. That's
It does it quickly. It does it. I guess the right way to put it is like blindly. It doesn't need people to. It doesn't need creatures or animals to be willing, at least to the degree that they can be. Like it doesn't. It is like. It's not actually necessarily. I said before it needs to just be activated. It's actually always active, and it's just whenever someone, an animal, that is not humanoid, enters the middle, they get turned into a humanoid version of them. If you're already humanoid, you will not be affected at all.
So how does that work with my familiar?
That's
How
a good
does that
question.
work with
Your familiar is
you?
not a real animal.
Because
You are not an animal.
It's not a real animal.
It specifically works with flesh. Speaking
Okay, so
of,
specifically
someone is a
flesh
flesh
animals.
mage. You're saying there is a flesh mage, and I'm not allowed to.
there does
Yeah,
seem to be flesh magic. Yes.
As I'm investigating this circle, I still have my knife like this, and I'm going. So tell me about your religion. What what do? You just like sentize animals or
Ones we raise and feed. We consider them our children.
Okay. And
They're kind of
I
like
assume
they're,
you're the
they're kind of like walking around the edge of the ring, assuming that you're like staying in the center.
Yeah.
They're like
I assume you guys are the ones, attacking shipments of bananas.
We need food. And
I mean,
not all of
go
us are not all of us can survive on just meat.
right.
They left bananas behind.
They did leave bananas behind before. Right, but so who do you pray? What's your god? Like, is it this thing, the temple, or like what's
the temple provides?
Okay. I pull out my bag and I pull out a banana.
Okay.
And I say, I have a.
While you pull that out,
Does the banana present it?
No. You pull it out. The priest lunges for you.
Rude.
They start rushing towards you in the center of the thing. They pull something out of the robe. It looks like a jar, like a simple. I guess it couldn't be a glass jar. Again, they probably could make glass, but not enough to make it into a jar. So it's probably like a wooden carved cup.
Clay.
Yeah, clay cup. But they're holding it, and they're like, it doesn't look like a weapon. It would break if it hits you once. It's softer than you are. But they're holding it. They're not raising it above them, but they're just rushing towards the center, like towards you. What do you do?
Pew.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot him with lightning.
Okay.
Channel elemental energies into their brain.
Yeah.
Roll to cast a spell
channeling
with
elemental
them.
energies because he scared me.
Yep.
Stick
Whoops.
him in the face.
Choose 2.
Unwanted attention and not exactly what I want.
Okay, so as you zap this priest in,
Like,
I think you kill this priest. They directly are not a threat, but as they die, they reach the center of the ring, pushing out of the way if they need to, with the momentum, and slam the cup down into the center.
mm-hmm.
And let it go. Inside, as the cup falls and the person dies, you see a single
Is there
creature.
a worm?
Nope, it's an ant.
Ant-Man.
Oh, bad.
Which all of the sigils immediately start glowing, and the ant starts doubling in size and then doubling.
I stab it as soon as it starts growing. I just start stabbing.
It's running away from you. It's like in the circle. The ant is also panicking.
This thing is moving fast.
It is. Increasingly fast. You can try to engage the ant. It is quickly becoming a threat, though. And you're in a stone shell with it.
Yeah,
okay.
you might be trapped in here with the ant.
Is there any way with where is it? With performer ritual that I can like siphon this magical energy?
You want to try and like undo the ritual as it's happening, or negate it, because it's already already had a few moments to start, but it's definitely not close to completed. Okay.
Yeah.
You have the ritual advance move. I'm just checking.
I do.
Okay.
I do have performer ritual.
All right. Let me take a look. Perform a ritual. I think. So, when you draw on a font of arcane power, which you are standing on, to create a magical effect, tell the GM what you're trying to achieve. I'll double check that. What
I think?
Can you restate it?
Can I? I think what I'm trying to do is like siphon the magical energy from this glyph circle.
So
I'm,
just
like,
like
trying to draw it
redirect,
into
like
me.
you're trying to draw it into you. Okay. So the GM will tell you, sure, no problem, but so first you must blank. I can't think of something you need to do before you can do that, so nothing. It's going to take days, weeks, months. Literally doesn't matter. Not that.
Yeah.
It will require blank. I think. Okay. It will, in order to properly do this, I guess I'm going to say first you must. I wouldn't actually make this a spell cast. I'd make this part of the ritual. I wouldn't have you roll to cast the spell.
Right.
First you must, I guess.
Deal with the ant.
No. First you must transmute your. So I believe it's temporarily alter matter, right? Is the things you can do?
Right, but I can't. I have lost access to temporarily alter.
Ooh, okay. In that case,
I mean,
You
can
need
still
blood.
make it a consequence.
no. You need it in order to properly bind the magic to you. You're gonna need to Pinocchio yourself.
Define Pinocchio myself.
I
Become a
mean,
real boy.
I mean, you might need to let it start actually changing you.
The ritual?
The power of the magic works
okay,
on
okay.
flesh.
Anthropomorphize you?
Yes.
I can't transmute myself to flesh.
You can't transmute
though.
yourself to flesh, which is bad because you would have had more control of it if you did, and you might have been able to undo it later. You have the ritual move, so you can do anything later. But still, it's going to be a lot harder to undo it later because you're letting this magic circle change you to flesh instead of doing it yourself.
Oh, okay.
I think the last thing I'm going to need to say, it will require you to probably mark a condition from... So it's up to you what your new flesh-like body will look like. what's pretty clear is you're probably going to feel things you didn't feel before, and that's going to be overwhelming enough to mark a condition.
I know that. Yep. I'm
Like
gonna
all
do
the
it.
glyphs carved into your new flesh.
Yeah, you're going to have tattoos, or not tattoos, and just like indents in your
Holes.
skin.
that hurt.
Scarring.
No, it's definitely gonna be scarring. I'm gonna get turned into a real boy.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
think
gonna
that's what
do that.
happens.
I'm going to let that happen. That's what
Okay.
I'm gonna do. So
Side
I'm
quest.
siphoning the energy from this ritual circle.
Yeah. The ant is panicking, but it isn't going to bite you, even though it's like Chihuahua size right now. It's staying away from you if you.
I'm gonna get insecure because I'm now flesh.
Perfect.
Your bits are out.
I was gonna say, do you have clothes?
No,
Oh, you got robes.
no, I chose a runic body.
Okay.
Don't you have robes
Perfect.
as one of your wizard items?
No,
Or did you write a
I said
custom
I asked.
answer?
I wrote a custom.
Not have clothes.
Yep.
Okay.
Excellent. So another thing to
Don't
note.
worry, I have clothes in this room now.
So you don't. The biggest change that you become flesh, but you. I'm gonna let you decide what you look like now. Keep in mind that generally speaking, most of the creatures, unless they're again not very, unless they're like again a tiny spider, when they're anthropomorphized, they grow to like somewhere between 5.5 to 7 feet tall. So it's up to you how much that affects you.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm crafted to look like a dwarf.
Okay.
So my flesh, I look like a dwarf, but I am normal human height.
We found
I
Captain
am
So
dwarf-
Carrot.
you're just like a Viking
dwarf
looking,
propor-
like a
I'm
stereotypical.
dwarf
6
proportions.
Yeah. So you're
but 6
basically
feet
But
tall.
bigger. Oh,
Yeah,
so you're
you're
just
like
6
six-
feet tall, but
you're
like
s-
4 feet wide.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Perfect.
naked and carrying a big book with a knife sticking out of your chest.
No, it's like here. So not a flesh knife.
It's. I think your knife might be gone, and it's just a knife-shaped scar in the middle of your like ribs.
That's
Like you took an
man.
awesome
It's
knife.
up to you.
Wait, but it's an enchanted dagger.
It is an it is enchanted dagger. Okay, then it's probably safe. It probably
That's
just like
the only part
falls.
of me
It
that
probably
is-
like falls out of your chest as you
Yeah.
transform.
The hole you were shoving it in seals up.
Yeah. Like no, you're okay. It's very painful. But yes, I think with that, let's cut back to the others and see how they're doing.
Yeah, I pass out. That's what happens.
So the other two of you are facing death. This is the first time we've seen it, and we're seeing it two at once.
Yes.
So you
I mean-
choose.
I'm just saying that the first option is no longer really applicable. At this
Yes, the
point.
first option is no longer applicable because you have dealt the thing. So you choose one below. The first option, which, I mean, I can't think of anything, but if you can think of something, Blaze of Glory, take control of the scene, describe one last accomplishment you achieved, then die.
I could kill Tara.
Tara could kill. You could choose to kill Tara. Tara could choose to kill Trundum. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm already
we
facing
could
death.
kill
How it's
each other.
killing me again. Matter.
Broken and beating. Beaten is the next option. Gain an emotional scar. Choose a condition and permanently lock it. Lock conditions can be removed through a moment of truth or as an option when you enjoy downtime. Or gamble with death, which is a roll. PCs could aid you, but there's no one there to do so.
What do you mean there's no one there to do so?
You are facing death at the
There's
same
no
time
one
as
there
each
to
other. You're not able to aid each other.
I was gonna help Tara.
Well, even it says no, Tara might be able to help you because Tara was facing death first. I don't think you could help Tara. If Tara chooses to that. If Tara is alive, either way, you roll, you see what happens with the roll. You might just die if you roll badly, or in between if you roll better. If you survive, you are maimed. You cannot do anything significant by yourself, but you can help each other. So yes, if Tara survives, she's maimed. She can technically help you.
Nothing says we can't help while dying.
Technically, as soon as you reach your hit points, you're supposed to choose this. We just moved away
okay.
for dramatic effect.
So if I went down first, I do know what I'm picking here.
What are you picking?
And I'm going to pick Broken and Beaten. Gain an emotional scar. And the emotional scar that I'm going to grab is Insecure. I am going to be worried that I was not good enough. I went into this trying to keep my friends alive and keep you safe, and when the chips went down, I was useless, and I have to do better. So I will permanently lock Insecure.
Well,
Okay.
this will be devastating. I would like to gamble death.
Okay, so Tara, you wake up maimed, having been broken and beaten, and you see that Drundum is gambling with death, which is to say, bleeding out and risking full death. Are you aiding them?
Absolutely, 100% I am.
Yeah.
How? I think... What secrets
Just
do I
scoop the
have
blood
on
back
me?
in, you hear whispering from my mouth.
I've got a poisoner's kit, thieves' tools, but I don't
You have
have
a rag?
mustard on
Just
me.
start mopping the blood up and squeezing it into my mouth. That's what I need. The powers in blood.
You could always just do a ripped cloth bandaged wound. Like it's not.
No,
it's
I
not
need
gonna.
my rat blood.
Tara?
Yeah, I think that it does make sense. We're just going to do a bandage. We're going to rip something off of the alligator there, and
Of the many
bandage you up
shredded.
as best as we can.
Actually, I'm sorry. You need to point out I took his clothes.
Yeah,
He
his
doesn't
clothes have
have any.
already been ripped to shreds, so there's many cloth scraps already lying around for you to use.
Look, lovely cloth scraps. Let's use those.
Perfect. All right.
Alright.
Uh,
I rolled a 5. I'm dead.
you need to roll another d6, instead of a plus
Why?
Because-
one.
Oh.
So aid is advantage,
Oh,
not
aid.
plus one. You roll plus nothing, but when you roll, it's
I rolled a 7.
you're not dead.
Oh.
On a
I'm
7 to
supposed be
9,
necromancy.
the GM says what part of you doesn't survive. Accept the loss and live, or hold on to that part and die.
What does that mean?
It means I tell you what part of you doesn't come back. What part of you do you lose? So I think, I think by being beaten so soundly here,
I killed them all.
yes, but you killed them all
Oh
with
my God.
difficulty. And, like, you can claw your way back from death right now, but the fact... And you will technically still be the Rat King, because the Rat King, one of the rules is don't die.
The Rat King never dies.
But what you lose... The Rat King never dies. But the Rat King got awfully close to dying here. I think...
Yeah.
I think what you lose, if you choose to accept this, is the unquestioning confidence in your rat sovereignty.
That is kind of my whole bit.
It is.
Um,
It is now. There's now a
ugh.
crack in your rat sovereignty where you're technically the Rat King, but you almost weren't, and you were looking over that cliff of not of unkingliness.
Oh man. Do I just die? What's the
Oh,
point
did you
of...
gamble?
Yeah.
What's the point of being
Yeah,
the
of
Rat King if
course.
you question it?
Yeah. That seems like a worthless endeavor.
It's up to you. You would
This
still
is
come
a-
back as Rat King, but you would need. I think there will be
No.
some like
You need
Yeah.
to find your confidence.
maybe
in
the Rat King
Kingdom.
needs some rat counselors now instead of. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rat Court has more viziers.
The rat nobility, the rat nobility is losing faith in you.
Yeah, I think I stand up and I dissolve into a pile of rats, and the crown falls.
You
Excellent.
die.
So
Brutal. So I'm trying to bandage you.
so it says
and I stop you, and I say no.
on a 6-, you'll die by the end of this scene. So technically you rolled a 7 to 9, but you're choosing basically the 6- result because you don't accept the offer. So you'll die by the end of the scene. What do you see as you pass? What are your last words?
I described that. Oh, that's 2 questions?
You can answer either or both, but yeah, what are your last words and what do you see as you pass?
It's only the one, and it's only Tara that's it, and it's the Rat King dissolves into the crowd falls
A pile
down.
of rats? Okay.
I wasn't
secretly
good
a
enough,
bunch of
and
rats.
the Rat King is dead.
I was a bunch of rats the whole time.
The rat's in the trench coat.
It's okay, you can bring him back by getting a rat to the magic circle.
All you have to do
Grab one of the rats.
upstairs.
I don't know that.
It would technically be a different Rat King, but that would be the fun part.
That would be the stupidest answer. I just do it again. I don't remember any of it. I have the sword, I have the tabard, I have the crown, I am the Rat King.
Bored again.
Never to leave this earth until we succeed in our goal.
Except you wouldn't be, because as the Rat King, if I got the same rat, you would have died.
Different.
So you
If you
still
got the
wouldn't
same
be the
rat,
King.
you'd need. That's up to you to figure out. But yeah, Tara, that's what you see.
Drundum can never be the Rat King
Drundum is not the
again,
Rat
even
King.
If, they
If
come
there was a new
back.
Rat King, it would
No
not
longer
be
the Rat King.
Drundum.
No, there'd be a new name.
New name, maybe new
A
class
new
if you
name
want
and
to.
a different kind of rat, essentially.
Okay.
That's the new rat king.
Tara, what do you do as
Run
you see
down.
this?
Oh dear. The Rat King has just dissolved into a pile of rats in
Which
front
all
of me.
like
There's a
scatter and run
crowd.
away and are probably quite happy with having a bunch of things to eat nearby. There is a great wailing in the distance outside of the cavern as the rat choir. It's
Feels the loss.
it's the song of mourning for they were never the Rat King because they died. It's like it's
Yeah.
not that they died, it's that
We've chosen wrong.
yeah.
It's like when your football team loses after you place a bet on them. You're like, dang it!
Yeah.
Not the rat king.
I think that this is a matter of I pick up the crown. I'm beaten, like, according to the dying condition, I should essentially be unconscious.
You're
You're
maimed.
maimed.
Yeah, you can sit around and
I'm going to port myself out of this scene. I'm going to go back up the portal, get to the top, and just flee. I'm going to try and get back to camp. With the crown as a souvenir.
okay. You leave.
You leave Joe
You leave Joe.
in a dome and unconscious in a dome now made of
Naked.
flesh.
I have essentially 0 hit points. I just traumatized myself for blaming myself
Permanently.
for everything, and then the thing that I worst feared happened in front of me. I don't have nothing to give anymore.
Perfect.
Nope, I did say this would be a
So I think there's a things go dark. There's a long break, and we hear a cracking sound in the dark. It's like crack, and then a smash as something. There's a bright light, blue, as someone breaks through this stone shell that was around the magic circle. You can see a couple other warriors, the Toucan, a couple red-robed priests behind them, and some warriors armed are like peering in, weapons like ready for a fight. And they stop, and they say, What happened? and they
there's a
see
corner.
inside. Yeah.
There's a corner that's just naked and rocking back and like 4 feet wide, 6 feet
Are you
tall,
still
rocking back
okay?
and
You
forth.
said you fell unconscious before. Are you conscious by the time they get in?
No, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just traumatized by being made flesh.
Yeah. I think they see you and they start whispering to each other. The ant is still in there. It was kind of like
It's like
stationary.
dog-sized.
Is
It's
it normal? Like, is it an ant person now?
no, it was growing, but it
Ant
never. You
chihuahua.
turned all the human. It's like chihuahua sized. It's still ant shaped
Oh,
though.
okay.
You took all of that
So
before it
does
started
the magic
really
circle
changing.
still work, or did I?
The magic circle still works. You just took that
Hmm,
instance of it.
got it.
And the ant hasn't actually gone back into the center since then. It's like kind of staying at the edge itself. But
Hmm.
I think the small crowd looking in sees what happens, and sees the corpse of the priest, and I think there's confused whispers. They seem to know who you were. They don't like think you're a different person. But there's arguments again in the distance, as your now human ears can pick up, or I guess fleshy ears. Human is
Yeah.
debatable.
I now have a concept of time, and it's terrifying.
You now have a concept
You
of time.
do.
I've been in here so long.
I've been in here for like you have the concept of time, but you can't connect the time to the terms for time yet. So you're
Yeah.
like, it's been 5 years, right?
It's been forever.
You have no context yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's arguments and there's whispers. Eventually, someone new steps in. They climb, actually, holding like blue, glowing moss. In a like, it looks like a clay jar with like slits in it to let out the light. That dangles as like a lantern. But they step in. They're an elderly, a larger elderly woman with red robes streaked with white. She walks over to you slowly as the others are like watching her. You can see that the Tukon person like has a arrow pointed at you. She walks past the ant, who is still kind of like. It's hard to tell what they're looking at or doing exactly, but they're still stationary. But this woman walks towards you, and she reaches out a hand to you and says, "The temple has chosen you. Welcome."
Man on the inside.
What? Man on the inside for what the fuck, Glenn?
That was a
I just-
bad time for the camera to die. What?
Wait, did it die? Did it not?
Yeah,
I
your
said you guys got-
microphone didn't catch that.
Oh,
I said
yeah,
you guys
I
don't
heard
have
it.
a
My
man on the
microphone?
inside.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Man on the
Um,
inside for what, though?
I don't know. I assume you two made it out.
Yeah, but she reaches a hand
You
towards
left-
you and,
there's
and,
only-
and says, "Yeah, welcome."
I reach up and go, "Can I have clothes?"
Yeah, she like gestures over to the others, and some of the priests again like
I'm like, "Ugh."
they don't outright shove, but the Tukon steps to the side, and the warrior step to the side as another priest comes in holding like these robes aren't red, they're they're as white as they can make them, a pale
Mhm.
cream yellow. And they hand them over to her, and she like in a practiced motion. She's definitely done this before hundreds of times. Yeah, covers you in clothes and says, "Welcome to the first day of your life."
That's a great. You know what? Can I mark a condition? This is horrifying.
Absolutely. This
Cool,
may
I'm
be
now
You just
angry,
wanna
and
try
all my
to-
conditions are marked.
okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I just wanna trigger the...
Yeah.
This is playtesting.
This is playtesting. Reach your limit. So let's follow that through.
Where's reach your limit?
Once
Oh,
per
okay.
session, when you mark your last condition, choose a question from your ambition, answer it,
Ooh.
then roll plus nothing. We'll get to the rest after that.
Okay, so my ambition is discovery.
Mm-hmm.
You've been researching an important academic or experimental subject and are close to a breakthrough that could change the world. What are you researching? What makes it dangerous? I was
Weren't you
researching the Lumina. Does this? Are we gonna tie this into the Lumina?
I already have some ideas for
The
that.
Lumina flesh
but-
mages.
The purpose right now of this move is just like, choose a question, answer it into your backstory. It might or might not tie into the existing situation. It might sort of be just fleshing out your backstory in ways that we see
Don't say
more
that
of
word
you.
right now. It's triggering.
Backstory? Oh, fleshing out.
It's basically one of those like flashback moments of I remembered this thing about my
Yeah.
life, and that's
Yeah,
Brightwind
what do you still
for
remember
me
of your
right
old
now in this
life?
moment.
So you have 3 questions to choose one from.
Oh, I see. When you reach your limit, that's the part. Okay.
Yep. Do you want to read all 3 out loud?
Yes. So, what past experiment or creation of your research went terribly wrong? Who tried to steal, restrict, or destroy your research due to their beliefs? And whose need of or belief in your research keeps you going in hard times? I'm gonna choose the last one. I'm gonna say my friends, my friends, who are definitely still alive
And fine.
Excellent.
and fine.
So I love that. Then we roll. So if we go back to character moves, you answered it, and then roll plus nothing. You might be able to have if another player was there, you might have gotten aid, but
Yeah. 8.
on a 7 to 9, you struggle against your limits. Choose one from the following and clear a condition. So, read the 4. You don't have to read it out loud if you don't want to, but choose one.
Right. You know what? I'm gonna internalize something painful or shocking. I'm going to be permanently frightened.
Okay, I love it. So you're locking a condition.
Yeah. That makes sense. You're squishy now.
Yeah, I'm squishy.
Perfect.
So I'm here. I'll just put locked
Okay.
in the.
Well, I think we can probably end the session slightly early here, as the last lines. Yeah, welcome to the. They actually call it, the. I don't think they call it Brotherhood. I think they'd call it the Family of the Chimera.
Ooh, me and chimeras. We just keep finding each other.
Mm-hmm. Are we good if we end here? I think it's a good place to end the session and
Yeah.
talk
Feels
about.
appropriately dramatic. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So let's do the end of session move. Did we uncover a new location, creature, mystery, or secret?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mark 1 progress. So we're up to 5.
Oh, we yeah.
We will. Did we stop a threat or help someone that isn't part of the adventuring party?
We tried.
You tried, but tried did not help you.
No.
Okay.
You know what? We did stop a threat. The threat of the Rat King.
The threat of the Rat King.
I don't
has been
think
dealt with.
you stopped the threat of the Rat King.
No, I know.
Did we learn something new about each other or cooperate in a new way? Tar, did you learn something new about Drundum?
I mean, I've already used the one that Drundum can be afraid. That was my whole bond. So
Mhm.
I'm trying to think of how a different way to spin that. I feel like the answer is yes, but I can't quite articulate it.
I would think would they tell me my friends are basically dead?
I
Because that would be, oh, I thought they could take care of themselves.
I think eventually, like within minutes, you overhear, as you're still shivering and putting on the cloak, outside the shell, echoing through it from outside. The Toucan is talking to someone else who's actually, the Toucan is listening as someone says, like, we couldn't find any trace of either of them. The rat.
My friends
Creature.
left me.
The rat creature dissolved. I don't think any of them witnessed what happened to Drundum or Tara.
No.
So they just found a bunch
No.
of blood, and neither of you were there.
Yep.
My friends left me. That's what we learned.
I think so. Yeah, that
Okay.
seems correct.
No one likes you.
Because I'm flesh.
Yeah.
Did you take a big risk or express your... Okay, so individually now. Did you take a big risk or express your capabilities in a new way? Yes to everyone for that. Mark 1
Yes.
XP.
Yeah.
Drundum, mark XP for your future character.
Oh yeah, just give me a level. What level am I gonna be?
I'd assume the one.
I'd
like-
assume the 3, I think we were all at level 3 before.
Yeah.
Are we gonna restart a character?
Let's
at
talk
level
about it
3, or-
after.
Yeah.
Track your
We're
XP
playing
for
it.
now,
Yeah.
and we'll figure it out after, in case so we
Fair
don't
enough.
have to go back over it. Did your ambition come into play? Yes for Joe, automatically.
Yes.
Yes for
Yes.
Drundum.
Oh, yeah.
Tara?
No
Yes,
for
for me.
me.
'Kay.
Mine's still about my community, which had nothing to do. Well,
Yeah.
Your community was rejected.
still not
you.
about my community, but drive to fit in or prove yourself right. Nah, I'm making my own community, but it's not really to do
Okay.
with them.
Did you have a new conflict or connection with a companion?
Yes, but they're dead now.
If so, clear a condition, and you may rewrite your bond to reflect this changed relationship. And if you do so, mark 1 XP.
You know what? Yes. Tara is the evil twin, but I thought she would come rescue me. They both left me to die.
I'm a little bit stuck on this. Obviously, it's changed.
So you could
dead.
you could try to make a bond with Joe about if you're going to leave them
Yeah.
behind because you saw Drundum die. Like you can't.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You have to find out if Joe is even alive.
Yeah,
New
where's
connection to Joe?
I'm trying to find the like after session stuff. Or the
Group moves. It's at the top
Group
of
moves.
page 46
It's under
in the
group
actual doc.
moves.
It's also in the player sheet. But yeah. But either way,
when you're in the session. Okay.
if you have a new conflict or connection with a companion, you clear a condition flat out. Like you don't even have to like specify stuff with bonds. And you can rewrite your bond to reflect this changed relationship to also get an XP.
Yes, I'm gonna do that.
So if it doesn't make sense to make a bond about it, then you just don't have to rewrite the bond.
The bond will definitely be rewritten. What it ends up being is a little bit unsure.
Okay.
Still working on that, but it will be rewritten and it will be about Joe.
You guys are going to get so much wealth if you succeeded with this. You were looting an
my
entire
new
town,
bond.
basically.
My new bond is Tara's the evil twin. I must have my revenge for her leaving me behind.
I'm debating also saying you left us behind and that's why Drundum died.
Ooh!
I'm gonna add Drundum dying to mine.
Yeah.
And
Though you might not
leaving
know
me
Drundum
behind.
died, because you just know he vanished.
Oh, that's true. No, I'm gonna keep mine specifically. Was have my revenge for her leaving me behind.
See, I like the idea, but the problem is that I locked the condition saying it's all my own fault. So
That's fine. You can have it be both. You don't need to have logical emotions. You can have a
What?
bond that says it's Joe's fault and an emotion that says it's your fault at the same time.
the other thing I'm considering is the logic of I said we should have gone back and we didn't.
I was right, and we died because you
I
didn't
was
listen
right.
to me. That's fair.
I'll figure it out. Sorry.
Okay. So, that's the end of session. Let's talk about, firstly, do we want to continue playing Dungeon World 2? Do we want to talk about this on-screen or off-screen? On-stream or off-stream? Do we want to do a new game? Do we want to make a new character and continue playing as things are? How are we feeling?
I think mostly this should probably be off screen. The one thing that I'd be interested in talking about on screen would be how will some of the moves feel to play, and I'm not sure we're really at that point yet. So
Yeah.
I'd say off screen.
Okay.
Okay.
Then thank you for watching. This may or may not be the end of our Dungeon World 2 streamed playthrough. Either way, we are off next week. So
Yeah.
whatever we are back with will be in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching.